M blowout sale. You'll find beef, boneless sirloin steak, family pack, just $3.98 a pound. Pepsi and Pepsi products, 24-pack, $7.98. Bullseye barbecue sauce, an 18-ounce bottle's only 98 cents. Kellogg's family-size cereal, $3.98. Super Chill soft drinks, 12-pack cans, 4 for $9.98. And Cousin Willie's microwave popcorn, a 3-pack box, just 98 cents. It's all at Super Value Foods in Warren.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best.
We all want the best. The best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Community-minded, just like you.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Well, the conference season starts tonight, and as we have for many years, we start with the Crossett Eagles. And, Coach, they're coming off a loss to McGee last week, 15-13, I think was the final score. But, hey, this is a dangerous ball club. Yeah, real dangerous. Last week they played a McGee team who's really good. We saw earlier in the season, and it poured down rain. Anybody that went to Louisiana knows what it did in Crossett, because the whole time we were eating it was pouring. And Crossett don't like that. That's just they don't like playing in an atmosphere like that, or in conditions like that. It was muddy and raining, and what they want to do, they want to they want to get out and run. They're really fast. They're extremely skilled at their skill positions, and they don't like the mud and they don't like the rain, and they like a fast service, which they'll have tonight, which is scary. That they got a bunch of 3-year starters, a few 4-year starters. That this is their group. This is their group that as sophomores they made it to the semifinals, got beat by Shiloh, and as juniors they got coveted out a lot last year. We didn't get to play them last year, and they ended up getting beat the week before we got beat. They got beat by Rivercrest, and they got athletes everywhere. It's pretty much, if you go back and you look at 2019 when they beat us 38-35 out here, it's pretty much the same team. You're gonna have number 6 at wide out, who's extremely fast. He's the conference champion in the high jump, the triple jump, the long jump, the 100. 2 years ago he caught 2 deep balls that really opened the game up for them a little bit. Then they got Tyreek, who we've been chasing since he's in the 3rd grade. He's very dynamic, dual threat quarterback. We got to find a way to contain him. He's going to be all over the place tonight, and the good thing about that is, like I've told our kids, and we've worked on it all week, is we played 3 really, really good quarterbacks at the end of last year. We played the kid at Lone Oak that was very athletic, and then we played the kid from Arkadelphia who was very athletic, that does some of the same stuff that Tyreek does, and then we went to Rivercrest and played Cam Turner, who was real athletic. So it's not like these guys haven't seen that type of quarterback before, and it's just a different year, and hopefully we can contain him, because if we can contain him, we'll have a really good shot. And then their best player, I think their best player on offense is number 2. They move him around like we do Jakari. He was really tough. They moved him up as a 9th grader. And, so he's a 4-year starter, and he plays in the slot. He plays running back. They move him around a lot, and he's just a football player. He's real physical. He's 5'9", 190, and he's going to be a load to bring down. And their offensive line's getting better every week. I think that that they got 3 starters back up there, but our biggest thing is that we got to contain the quarterback.
Come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust. Shop the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale and save. Smoky Farm Pork Sausage, 27-ounce package, just $3.98. Sweet Tooth Vanilla Wafers, 14-ounce bag, 2 for 98 cents. Pillsbury Cake Mix, 98 cents a box. And Eggo Waffles, 10 to 12-ounce box, just $1.98. You'll also find Essential Everyday Sugar, 10-pound bag, only $4.98. And Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, just 18 cents a box. Shop at Super Value Foods in Warren and save during the weekend blowout sale.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Back here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, you're listening to KWRF 105.5 in Warren. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside David King. And David, we're waiting on the officials to blow us in play, but the crowd is here. We've got a good crowd for Warren, a good crowd for Crossett showed up tonight, and they're expecting to see a great ball game.
Perfect football weather, and yes, they are expected to see a great football game. Warren offense takes the field. They will be Dakota Iman at center, Connor McDermott and Marcus Green at guards, Weston Gavitt and Hunter White will be your tackles. Of course, Cornish, the quarterback. Traylon Jackson will be the running back. You'll have Jared Payne, Jakari Lee, and Tayshawn Johnson at receiver. You're also going to have Maddox Laster somewhere on the field.
Somewhere on the field.
Somewhere on the field. He lines up many different places.
As we said, Star City and Monticello are playing tonight in Monticello. That kicks off conference for them. You can listen to the Star City version on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9. Or you can listen to the Monticello version on KHPM 93.7. Of course, McGee is hosting Drew Central tonight in a 3A matchup in McGee. And you can listen to that ball game on KXSA 103.1 there out of Monticello and Dermont as we carry the McGee games. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
I was about to say, I have a feeling this is going to be a long game. If we have to have discussions to kick it off, what's going to happen when a flag comes out?
And they're over talking, it looks like, to the head coach for Crossett, Sean Jackson, over on the Crossett sideline. But I'm not sure. Both teams are out on the field. They're ready to go. We're just waiting for the officials to get set. Don't forget, tomorrow on KGPQ 99.9, the Razorbacks will kick off at 2:30 tomorrow from Jerry's World, and we'll have the broadcast for you on KGPQ 99.9. Tomorrow night, I'll be on the road to Russellville as the UAM Boll Weevils, so I'll take on the Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech. Kickoff set for 6 p.m. tomorrow night, and you can listen to that broadcast on KHPM 93.7. So we got a lot of football coming up.
Yep.
And we're just now getting into the meat of the season, aren't we?
Yeah, we're through with warmed ups. It's for real now.
Yeah, the officials are now all conferring at midfield. So, like I said, the players are out there. They're ready to go. And hopefully.
Now we're all going to talk to
Coach Embry.
Coach Embry.
That's you'd think they would have got all this out of the way before we were ready for kickoff.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're with us. While we're doing that, we'll tell you about our friends at Number One Wash and Shine Detail Shop. Mr. Thomas Miller and his crew do a great job. If you need your car cleaned up, they'll do just a wash job or they'll do a complete detail. You need to give them a call at 820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. They will pick up and deliver. So the next time you have your car, your truck, your boat, or anything, they can clean it all up. Again, the number is 870-820-2171. Number One Wash and Shine, right there on Main Street across from the YMCA. Okay, I think we're set to go.
Finally.
Yes. The officials finally move over out of the way, and Crossett has it teed up. Lumberjacks won the opening toss and have elected to receive. We'll see if the offense can click on all cylinders like they did last week down in Louisiana. Crossett's going to kick it deep, and it's going to be fielded by the Lumberjacks at the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, midfield, foot race, and the opening kickoff is going to be returned for a touchdown by Jakari Lee. Oh, my. About a 95-yard return?
Let's call it 96.
96-yard return by Jakari Lee right up the middle of the field, and the Lumberjacks are on the scoreboard first. And he never had to break stride, David. He took off up the middle of the field, picked up a couple of good blocks, and was able to go all the way for the score.
It was officially an 89-yard kickoff return by Jakari Lee. You know, Jakari struggled a little last week, but he set out to prove that was last week.
Hollingsworth does the holding. Angel's going to come in to kick the extra point, snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 7-0 our score, 11:44 to play in the opening quarter. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in a moment.
No need to go all over Arkansas to find your next vehicle. At Lucky's of Monticello, we want to be your home for all your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC needs.
I've been buying vehicles since I was 18 years old, and the easiest trade I ever made was at Lucky's in Monticello.
Call, click, or come by today and find new roads to Lucky's of Monticello, your home for big town selection and small town prices. 1215 Highway 425 North in Monticello, or online at autobuylucky.com.
Have you heard the old saying, money doesn't grow on trees, but it can grow in the right hands? Hi, this is Gail Hooker, Trust Officer with Union Bank Trust Department. Let us manage your investments, large or small, in a well-diversified portfolio customized to help you reach your financial goals. Please stop by our university branch or call me at 870-460-6432. Let Union Bank help you invest your money for a better tomorrow. Trust products are not FDIC insured, not bank issued, guaranteed, or underwritten. May lose value.
7-0 Lumberjacks lead it, and David, what a way to start the ball game.
That's a way to crank it up, isn't it?
89-yard kickoff return by Jakari Lee right up the middle.
And he never really got touched.
Jose Jacinto will tee it up. Lumberjacks try the onside kick. It's touched, and it goes out of bounds as it goes through the hands of a Crossett Eagle. It went out of bounds about the 43-yard line. So they'll have to take it right there. Warren's been working on that onside kick ever since the Stuttgart game.
Yeah.
I think they've gotten one since we've started, but there's always an opportunity.
There's the opportunity, and when you're kicking it to the folks on the front line, the chances of a return are not as strong.
All right, they're going to mark off a foul. There was a flag for the ball going out of bounds, so 5 yards from where it went out. They'll mark it up at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Crossett Eagles. Tyreek Jones is the quarterback. He'll work out of the shotgun. Twin receivers go wide to the right, one back in the backfield. Going to leave it up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Will push the pile forward all the way to midfield to Lumberjack territory at the 49-yard line. And I believe that's going to be number 2, Jackson Moore, on the carry for the Eagles. A pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6 now. They'll go with the same formation, twin receivers wide right. Ball at the Lumberjack 49. Warren leading 7-0 here in the early going. Tyreek going to keep it himself. He's got some room at the 45 of Warren. He's hit just shy of the 1st down at the Lumberjack 43.5. Make it the 44.5. It's going to be short by a yard, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. And coming up to make the stop on him for the Lumberjacks was Jalen Lee, that outside linebacker. Coach Embry talked about what a good season he's had.
Yes, those linebackers have had a great year.
3rd down and 1 for the Eagles. They'll go double tight ends. Empty backfield. Tyreek Jones, the quarterback, still works out of the shotgun. Now he goes underneath center now. Puts a man in motion, going to sneak it himself right up the middle. And
he'll got it.
Yeah, he just needed to get to the 43, and he got to about the 42.5-yard line. So will be a first down for the Crossett Eagles. Delfino Rivera on the stop for the Lumberjacks. 10:20 to play in the opening quarter. If you joined us late, boy, you missed the fireworks early. Jakari Lee had an 89-yard kickoff return to give the Lumberjacks the lead. They'll go with two backs in the backfield now. Handoff, play action, throws over the middle is complete inside the Lumberjack 30 down to the 26-yard line. As making the catch there, it looked like Eric Nossenberg. Nope, number 6, Dwayne Ashford making the catch. So a 17-yard gain. They'll mark it at the Lumberjack 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Eagles. As they're knocking on the door trying to answer the Lumberjack kickoff return. Jones going to hand it off again up the middle. Cuts it to the outside at the 20. Trying to get to the edge. Cut off there at the 15 and finally brought down by Jakari Lee. Tayshawn Pascal on the carry, number 0. Made the carry. He's going to gain about 13 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles now inside the red zone at the Lumberjack 13-yard line. Warren in a 4-man front defensively. They'll leave Pascal in the backfield beside Jones, Tyreek. Now sits 2 men in motion to the right side. Flags are going to come in. We're going to have a procedure call against the Eagles. A false start on the Eagles. First penalty of the ball game that really mattered. One had the one on the kickoff, but they mark them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 now as it marks it back at the 17-yard line. They'll send Dwayne Ashford wide to the right along with Jackson Moore. Leave Pascal in the backfield as the lone setback. Jones taking the snap, hands it off. Pascal, he's hit behind the line, breaks that tackle, breaks another one at the 15 to the 10 to the 5, runs over Jared Payne and going to go in for the score. Wow. Was it Delfino Riviera who clogged the hole but just couldn't hold him up, or is it Dakota Iman? One of the two inside guys for the. I think it was Delfino. It just didn't work. Hit him and stood him up, but didn't wrap him up. And then the running back, Tayshawn Pascal, he's 5'9", 171. He just lowered his shoulder, and Jared Payne didn't get enough leverage on him. So it's 7-6. Warren with a 1-point lead. And the extra point coming for the Ties. Their kicker comes on. And that is Mondragon. Right-footed kicker. They're going to go for 2. As Jones goes underneath center. Going to hand it off to the H-back on the left side. He's in for the 2-point conversion. Good. 8-7. Crossett has taken the lead. 9:05 to go here in the first quarter. We're back in just a moment.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
8-7. Crossett takes the lead. They'll get set to kick it off. They're going to try an onside kick of their own. Warren will field it at the 38 and fall on it there. As coming up with the football was Eli Dinsmore. But, David, Crossett scoring drive looked pretty impressive, huh?
6 plays, went 53 yards for the touchdown.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks, their first offensive possession. Riley Cornish at quarterback. Looks like Cedric Calvert is the starting running back tonight. So we'll see the seniors back there in the backfield. Trip receivers come wide right. Ball on the left hash mark. Lumberjacks moving from left to right here in the first quarter, from north to south. Cornish hands it off. Calvert, left side. He's out over the 40. Still has his feet moving out to the 44. Nice run by Cedric Calvert. And yards after contact. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, David, and he carried 2 defenders with him.
Yes, he did.
A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 now for Warren. Ball spotted at their own 44-yard line. Twins come wide right. Payne goes wide to the left. Cornish again out of the shotgun. Coach Embry calling the play from the line of scrimmage, or from the sideline, make it. Cornish, almost an empty backfield. Handoff, same play again. Calvert goes left side, breaks 1 tackle at the 45. He'll dive forward to the 47-yard line. Going to be a yard shy of a first down. Warren will look at 3rd down and 1. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Lumberjacks, and they're going to send in the big guys. You got Irvin Rivera will line up as the H-back. Lassiter's going to go in the backfield. He's going to direct snap it to him. He's got the first down and more across midfield to the 45, carrying people with him all the way down to the Eagle 40-yard line. And Maddox Lassiter on the carry for the Lumberjacks. Moves the chains, keep the drive alive. And, David, he carried 3 Eagles with him, 10 yards.
Yes.
1st and 10, Lumberjacks. 8-7, Crossett leads. Warren ran the opening kickoff back. Crossett took their opening possession and drove 53 yards for their score and went for 2. Lassiter stays in. He's going to hand it off to Wolf, Landon Wolf. Wolf's going to get a yard, maybe 2 out of it, as he'll carry it down to about the 39-yard line. So we'll call it a yard gain by Landon Wolf.
A tough yard.
Yeah. All right, Riley Cornish will check back in at quarterback. Tayshawn Johnson splits wide left. Jared Payne and Jakari League will come wide right. On 2nd down and 9. Cornish fakes it up the middle, keeps it himself around the end, gets the edge. He's at the 30 and going to be run out of bounds inside the 26-yard line. There's a flag at the 30. So we'll see what the flag's about. But Cornish picked up enough yardage for the first down. It's face mask.
Just 5-yarder.
They'll tack it on to the end of the run, which was at the 26-yard line. And we haven't seen much out of that all season long out of Cornish.
We knew it was there, but we hadn't seen it. Coach Embry saving it when he needed it.
All right, 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 20-yard line of Crossett. 6:55 to go, opening quarter. 8-7 our score. Crossett with the 1-point lead. Cedric Calvert back in at running back. Cornish takes the snap, fakes it, going to keep it himself, gets right in behind Calvert. He'll carry it inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 on the play for Riley Cornish. And it's an ROP. It's, you know, he can read the defensive end, see where he goes, and he can either hand it off or keep it himself.
It just what he thinks he sees is it.
2nd down and 7 for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Handoff goes up to Calvert. Calvert cuts back against the grain to the 15, all the way down to the 10. He should have the first down right at the 10-yard line. And the Lumberjacks should be looking at 1st and goal to go from just inside the 10.
You know, I say Riley on that read option, what he thinks he sees. The design of the defense is made to try to confuse that quarterback. Let him see things that really aren't there.
Lumberjacks like to run to that left side. That's behind Marcus Green and behind Hunter White over there. That's where they've had a lot of the success. That's where they'll go again. Lassiter takes a direct snap. Lassiter going to be hit at the 9. He'll fall forward to the 8-yard line. It'll be a tough 2 yards there for Maddox Lassiter. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 8. Now for the Lumberjacks. 8-7 our score. Crossett with the 1-point lead. We'll see Cornish come back in on 2nd and goal from the 8. Calvert also comes back in at running back. Lassiter moves over to the H-back, or They call it fullback, H-back, tight ends.
Take your pick.
He lines up where a tight end would be, but a yard and a half off the ball. The end around is going to be handed off to Tayshawn Johnson. He is hitting the backfield and going to be dropped for a loss. And that is Dwayne Ashford. Coach Embry talked about the linebacker. Boy, he came up and really laid the leather on Tayshawn.
Carried it out too far. He tried to stretch it out. Had he turned it up, he had about 4 yards earlier than that, but thought he could outrun Crossett to the corner and couldn't.
So it's a flag on the play. It's a holding call against the Lumberjacks.
They're going to take the holding play.
It would have been 3rd and goal from the 10.
Now it'd be second.
Second and goal from about, let's see, they're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 19 for Warren.
Warren's first penalty. No, that's a lie.
Second penalty.
Second penalty.
First one was on the kickoff.
Kickoff, yeah. Exactly.
So 2nd and goal from the 19. Tayshawn and Jakari Lee go wide to the left. You got Jackson in at running back. Traylon Jackson now. As Cornish takes the snap, play action, rolling to his left, being chased. Cornish going to run and head for the sideline. He'll get it to about the 18. He's going to be hit hard as he goes out of bounds. Cornish, fight for everything he could, gets a couple out of it.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line.
Made something out of nothing then.
Everybody was covered down the field, didn't have anyone to throw it to. But, hey, we knew it would be tough to get outside on this Crossett team because of the speed they have.
Yes.
On 3rd and goal from the 17, Jackson rolling right now. Cornish being chased from behind, throws. It's going to be incomplete down at the 15-yard line. He was in the grasp of Tayshawn Pascal, who came from the outside. No, number 9. My apologies. That's Brandon Mayweather, the junior for Crossett. And Warren's looking at 4th and goal from the 17-yard line. You're really too far to try a field goal, so you got to go for it.
Yeah.
It would be about a 34-yard attempt from here. So 4th and goal from the 17. Crossett leading by 1 point, 8-7. Cornish, straight drop. Cornish looking, has time, going to the back. Payne is there. He's open. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Jared New Orleans Payne with the catch. And the Lumberjacks go back on top, 13-0. But
let's see what that flag is.
Another flag on the play.
He's pointing Crossett's way.
So we'll see. The flag is at about the 8-yard line. And we'll see if the touchdown stands. As defensive pass interference. The touchdown is good.
Touchdown, Lumberjacks.
So we'll send the extra point unit on as Jose Jacinto will come on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Sam Hollingsworth. With 4:37 remaining here in the opening quarter, it's 13-8 now. Lumberjacks with the 5-point lead. And we'll wait for the extra point. Dakota Iman does the snapping, I believe. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 14-8, Lumberjacks lead it. They regain the lead here with 4:37 to play in the opening quarter. Let me tell you about my friends, Trucks Heating and Air. Matt Trucks and Michael Burns have been doing heating and air business almost all their life, it seems like. They've been doing it for a long, long time. They know what they're doing. They carry a really good unit, really good product. It's Rudd. They're your Rudd dealer. Rudds are made, air conditioners and heaters are made right here in Arkansas in Fort Smith. They have a great warranty. And Michael and Matt can do all the work. From new construction to repair to replacing that old unit that you have now. All you got to do is give them a call at 820-1525. That's Matt's number, or Michael's number is 820-0722. And again, they work on any brand, any make, any model, and do warranty work on most. So the next time you have heating and air problems, make sure you remember to call our friends at Trucks Heating and Air. Matt Trucks and Michael Burns, 820-1525, or Michael Burns at 820-0722. All right, David Warren scoring drive.
11 plays, 62 yards, 438.
Warren leads at 14-8. There was a touchdown, the pass interference. That play penalty is assessed on the kickoff. So Warren will kick from the Crossett 45. They'll kick it, and it's on the ground again. It's at the 30 to the 28, and Crossett will fall on it there. As they've got some of their sure-handed people up there. That was Dwayne Ashford, the wide receiver, who made sure the ball didn't get out of his hands.
Right. So far, anybody that was looking for a defensive struggle tonight's been sorely disappointed.
Well, both these teams very potent on offense. We knew Warren was coming in. We knew Crossett had the potential to be. Even though they struggled last week against McGee, losing 15-13 to the Owls. All right, 14-8, Lumberjacks lead it. Tyreek Jones, the quarterback. You'll have Pascal on one side and Jackson Moore on the other. Going to hand it off to Moore. Moore trying to get outside, and there's your linebacker coming up, Delfino Riviera. Boy, he did what a middle linebacker is supposed to do.
Followed the football, saw where he cut up, getting ready to cut up, stepped in and made the tackle.
3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Eagles. They'll start this drive behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Twin receivers go wide right. Jones gets the snap, play action, pumps once, wanting to go deep down the middle of the field, airs it out. Going to have to turn around. The ball is going to be incomplete. Lumberjacks got lucky.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Lee Johnson was on the coverage. He was beat by a couple of steps. The ball was underthrown a couple of yards and allowed Jones to catch up, or Johnson to catch up. But, David, he never turned around and caught.
He never turned around.
But he did get a hand on the ball when it went into the receiver's hands. So 3rd and 13 now for the Eagles. Warren will put in another defensive back, as that's going to be Cedric Calvert going in. They'll bring a lineman out. Warren will rush 3 and drop 8 back in coverage. Jones, empty backfield. In trouble, running to his left. Jones going to keep it himself. Maddox Lassiter spine on him. Jones airs it out and throws it out of bounds. How about that? Warren only rushed 3 and got pressure on the Crossett quarterback.
Coach Hembry wanted the obvious hold on number 15.
Landon Wolf. Crossett will have to punt it. It'll be the first punt of the ball game for either team. 14-8, Warren leading. 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Jakari leads back deep again. He already has an 89-yard kickoff return to his credit tonight. The punter is Denzel Watkins. He gets a low snap. He picks it up off the turf and puts a low line drive kick. Jakari will field it. As it's at 42, he bobbled it, and at the 45, midfield, he's caught from behind at the 45-yard line of Crossett. So it'll be a 12-yard return, and the Lumberjacks will set up with a short field to work with.
Yes. Great field position for the Lumberjacks.
Warren leading 14-8. If you joined us late, Lumberjacks ran the opening kickoff back. Jakari Lee did. Crossett answered with their first possession and scored. Went for 2, led it 8-7. Lumberjacks came back and answered with a drive of their own to go up 14-8. Cornish out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off. Right side, Cedric. Cedric across the 40, inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 on the play for Cedric Calvert, and the Lumberjacks will look at 2nd down and 2. So 2nd down and 2 for Warren at the 40, or make it the 37-yard line of Crossett.
You're seeing the offensive line beginning to make a push.
They kind of flex their muscles a little bit?
They kind of standing up straight.
2nd down and a yard for the Lumberjacks. Or 2nd and 2, make it. Here we go again to Calvert, right side this time. Calvert inside the 30. Calvert cuts back at the 25. He's going to be finally brought down at the Crossett 23-yard line. And coming up to make the stop on him It's going to be Max Brooks.
Any of that bunch waiting on Cedric Calvert to run out of bounds, that's not his style.
You know, the first series we saw Warren go behind Hunter White and Marcus Green. This series, they're running on the right side behind Connor McDermott and Weston Gavin. So it doesn't matter which side.
So it doesn't matter, no.
1st and 10, Lumberjacks. Handoff again, Calvert, right side. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 7-yard line, down at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Lumberjacks. Wow. They run him out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. Second time we've been in the red zone. 14-8, Lumberjacks lead it.
1 of 1 inside the red zone tonight.
On 1st and goal, Maddox Lassiter comes back in at quarterback. Wolf is in at running back.
I think we're going to have motion or or offsides. Take your pick. It was against Warren.
So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 11-yard line now. Procedure call against the Lumberjacks. We'll bring Cornish back in.
6.
At quarterback. Lassiter is going to line up as a wideout this time. He and Tayshawn Johnson go wide left along with Jakari Lee. So trip receivers wide left. That'll be the wide side of the field. Jared Payne's over here, man-to-man coverage on the near sideline. Cornish going to keep it himself. Cornish lowers his shoulder, and he's going to get about a yard out of it as he'll get it back to about the 10-yard line, and that's all. There's not a whole lot there for Riley Cornish to work with. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line now for the Lumberjacks. 2:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Warren leading 14-8. Trying to knock on the door again. Now the Lumberjacks put Lassiter back in as the blocking back, as the H-back. Put Jakari in motion. Got to keep it. Cornish keeps it himself. Cornish lowers his shoulder and gets down to about the 7-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 3. Had a big hole to run through, but boy, those linebackers came up
They
quick.
closed quickly, yes.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
2 shots to put it in, so.
Calvert stays in at running back. Jakari stays wide right, put him in motion again. This time they hand it off Jakari. Jakari's going to walk into the end zone. Maddox Lassiter was there to seal off that outside, but he didn't even have to.
He didn't have to. He was looking for somebody.
Jakari with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Lumberjacks extend their lead to 12 with 1:28 to play here in the first quarter. Jose Jacinto will come on to attempt the extra point for the Lumberjacks out of the hold of Sam Hollingsworth. And again, Dakota Iman is your snapper. Hollingsworth calling for the ball, gets it down, the kick's on its way, and Jacinto splits the uprights. 21-8, Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in a moment.
You might not be a celebrity, but to us, you're a star. At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, the faculty and staff are invested in you. We recognize that students like you are the reason why we open our doors every day. So we want you to succeed. South Ark, where we all shine. Visit southark.edu/info and be a star.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
21-8, Lumberjacks lead the Crossett Eagles here this evening with 1:28 to go in the first quarter.
First quarter.
Yeah. Lumberjacks, what was that, a 45-yard drive?
45-yard drive, 6 plays, 2 minutes, 25 seconds, all runs.
Warren's defense came out and shut Crossett to a 3-and-out. Warren will put it on the ground again. The flag comes out as it goes out of bounds over there down about the 38-yard line. So we'll add 5 back to it. They'll get it up around the 43 is where Crossett will have the football. With 1:24 to play here in the first quarter, Warren leading 21-8 over the Crossett Eagles. Don't forget, Dr. Kerry Pennington's a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football, and he reminds or encourages everyone to go get their COVID-19 vaccine. And also, don't forget, flu season's right around the corner. You need to get your flu shot as well. But we want to thank Dr. Pennington for making our broadcast possible here tonight. They're going to wave the flag off. It did not go out of bounds. Crossett recovered it right there, David, so there was no flag. And Crossett will have it 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Their third offensive possession, Warren leading 21-8 at the moment. Jones wanting to throw on first down. Looks deep over the middle. It's going to be caught and hit immediately. Traylon Jackson comes up to make the hit on the receiver. But they caught it at the Warren 49. That's where the mark is forward progress. A gain of 13 on the play. And I think it was number 9 that made the catch. It's Brandon Mayweather. It's number 8.
Number 8.
Eric Massenberg. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Lumberjack 49. Tyreek Jones again out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. That's Pascal. No, that's number 2. That's Moore. Moore is going to get it down to about the 45-yard line as he'll gain about 4. They're going to say just shy of the 45.
That was a tough run.
It was Pascal on the carry. Tayshaun Pascal, 5'9", 171 is what he's listed at in our program. Looks bigger than that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He runs tougher than that. A gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Jones again takes the snap. Jones going to keep it himself. Jones, our leading rusher, across the 40 to the 35 and finally wrestled to the ground by Jalen Lee. And if Jalen hadn't held on, he was going in for a touchdown.
Yes.
They mark it down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles now. 21-8, Lumberjacks lead. There's 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Jones again out of the shotgun. Twin backs on either side this time. He's going to hand it off right side. That's going to be to Jackson Moore. Moore is hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage. It'll be a short gain of a couple of yards, but let's see what the flag is about.
It's going to be holding on the one who's saying, who, me?
Number 69. Yeah. That is Chandler Odom. Clock stops with 10 seconds left to go in the quarter on the penalty.
And we all offensive linemen have had that feeling. It's nothing.
Wasn't me.
Not me.
The flag it's a spot foul from the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 1st and 20 for the Eagles now. They need to get all the way down to the 18. It's actually 21. Pascal stays in the backfield. Jones will work out of the shotgun. Twin receivers come to either side, and now that's the end of the first quarter. 21-8, the Lumberjacks lead the Eagles here in the opening conference game of the season. We're back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
Feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Here's our 2 laws of economics. Think locally and act locally, too. Shop and invest close to home. As a community bank, we offer all the services the big guys do. But with us, your money stays home and goes to work for all of us. You care about your community. We know where you're coming from. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
There's a difference here for you.
21-8 our score. The Lumberjacks lead it. 12 minutes are in the books. And, David, you got some stats for us.
Right now, Warren Warren 116 yards total offense. Crossett 90 in the first quarter.
It's 21-8. Lumberjacks lead it. Crossett football. 1st and 20 from the Lumberjack 39-yard line. They need to get down to the 18 for the first down. Jones out of the shotgun with an empty backfield and 5 wide. It'll be a quarterback draw. Jones turns it up. Delfino is going to catch him at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a yard gain, and that's all. Boy, Delfino Riviera plays that Mike linebacker, and he's pretty quick on his feet.
He is.
He came up and...
All you want from a linebacker is one that can run and hit.
And he can do it both. And it'll be 2nd down and 20 now for the Eagles. Play clock's down to 12 as they don't huddle. They just come to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 7. They're going to have to hurry, though, to get this one off. Again, empty backfield and 5 wide. Jones.
Did not get it off.
They're not going to get it off.
Did they get a timeout before?
They stopped the clock. The officials hadn't thrown a flag yet.
That was the back judge who throws the flag has his in his hand. Now we're going to discuss it. Did Crossett get a timeout before the play clock ran out?
Just underway to start the second quarter. Our friends at American Shifty Corporation, they've been sponsoring Lumberjack football for a long time. If you're in the trucking business, the logging business, heavy equipment operator, you need to give them a call because they can take care of all your big truck transmission, clutch, rear ends, and all that good stuff. Give them a call at 1-800-444-5977. They offer the best warranty in the business, and they'll get you back going on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. All right, they wave off the flag, no flag, so it's 2nd down and 20. Jones, straight drop. Wanting to go deep, down the right sideline, throws it out of bounds. Pass was intended down there for Eric Massenberg. Traylon Jackson was on the coverage for the Lumberjacks.
Traylon was on his stick horse. He was right with him.
3rd down and 20 now for the Eagles. Warren leading 21-8. They're going to stay with 5 wide, it looks like. An empty backfield. On 3rd and 20, they'll send trips to the wide side to the left. Twin receivers come to the wide side on the right. Jones, they throw a wide receiver screen. They throw it over the head of the intended receiver over there.
And had that been a good pass, it would have been close to a first down because there's a lot of room over there.
Massenberg was the intended receiver. But it's 4th down and 20 now for Crossett. And David, they're really too close to punt it, but you don't want to give Warren this short field to work with. They're going to go for it on 4th and 20.
Yeah, not really surprised unless they try to draw Warren off, take the delay of game, then punt.
3-man front defensively. Warren will drop 8 back in coverage on 4th and 20. They stay with 5 wideouts. Jones takes the direct. Now he's going to quick kick it. It's a high pooch kick. It's going toward the sideline. It's going to be a very short kick as it hit out of bounds outside the 20. See where they're going to mark it at. They're going to mark it up at the 26. Yeah, the 26-yard line. So that was a, what is that, 12-yard punt, huh?
Yeah.
And the Lumberjacks will get it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
You know,
with 10:42 left to play here in the first half, it's 21-8. Lumberjacks with the lead over the Crossett Eagles as we get set right here.
You like the play. It just didn't turn out the way you expected.
Riley Cornish will work at quarterback out of the shotgun. He has Calvert in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Jalen Lee coming around the near side. Turns it up at the 30, 35, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Never went out of bounds. He ended up just falling forward, picking up 2 more yards, and he got his first down.
Yeah. Nice run by Jakari Lee.
Yeah.
10:33 to play in the half. 21-8. Lumberjacks lead it. As they'll take their time now, David. They don't go into a huddle. What Coach Emery's going to use a lot of that play clock now with a 12-point lead.
They mingle and socialize is what they do instead of huddling.
Calvert stays in the backfield. Cornish again out of the gun. Crossett with a 4-man front. Hand off to Tayshawn on the end around. Tayshawn cuts it up at the 40. He'll go outside the 40 to the 42. They get about the 43-yard line. Should be a gain of 4, almost 5 on the play. 5. And bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Lumberjacks.
Is that Calvert?
That was Tayshawn.
Tayshawn, okay.
Tayshawn Johnson, 6 foot, 170-pound junior for the Lumberjacks. He'll come wide to the left along with Jakari Lee. Jared Payne goes wide right. Ball on the right hash mark. Cornish. Hand off to Calvert. Calvert coming to the wide side of the field. Cuts it up to the 45, and that's all. It's going to be a tough yard and a half there for Calvert again. You're going to have to run north and south, on this Crossett team.
You knew exactly what I was going to say. North and south. Warren's got speed, yes, but Crossett can match it. So you're going to win or lose the ball game between the tackles.
A gain of about a half a yard. It'll still be 3rd down and 5 for Warren. With 9 minutes left to go here in the half, Warren leading 21-8. This time we'll send Payne and Jakari Lee wide to the right. Tayshawn's over here man-to-man coverage this time on 3rd down and 5. Cornish rolls to his right, keeps it himself, cuts it up, tries to get outside. He's got the 1st down at midfield to the 40. Riley Cornish is going to step out of bounds down at the 31-yard line of Crossett. He avoids the contact and will move the chains. It'll be a 1st down for Warren.
A 14-yard run by Riley.
He picked up a good block over there from Jared Payne and Jakari Lee.
We've always said through the years, you can put up big numbers at a wide receiver position playing at Warren. But if you can't block, you're not going to be in the ball game to catch the football.
1st and 10, Lumberjacks from the Crossett 31-yard line. Jackson back in at running back. Play action, wanting to throw. They try to get it to Maddox Lassiter, and it's right off his hands.
Just
hit him in the hands, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Just a little dump off. They're going to let Maddox run with it, and he just couldn't hold on.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks. Warren leading 21-8. Started things off with fireworks with a 89-yard kickoff return by Jakari Lee.
Really hadn't slowed down since, has it?
No, it hadn't. This will be Warren's only the 3rd possession of the second half. Is that right? Or the first half, I mean.
Yep, they've touched it 4 times, the kickoff.
2nd down. Cornish again.
Coming back.
Flag comes in. Cornish carries it down to about the 26, and he's dogpiled there. There's a whole host of white jerseys will finally corral Riley Cornish. But
it's coming back. That was a hold in the middle of the line.
And the flag came in, so it'll be 2nd down and 20. They get to repeat 2nd down. They mark off the penalty, holding the call against the Lumberjacks. Ball is spot back all the way at the 40-yard line.
Okay,
need to get to the 21, so it'll be 19.
I guess you could say we called a break. The flag was thrown at the 30, so they measured it from there.
I got to mark it, at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 19. Twin receivers come wide left for Cornish. Payne goes wide right. Jakari Lee goes in motion now. They're going to fake it to him, wanting to throw. He dumps it off underneath, complete to Jackson out of the backfield. There's a flag, however, at the 38-yard line as Jackson made the catch and carried it down to the 30. And I believe we're going to have an ineligible receiver downfield. And now there's a flag on the far side on the Crossett sideline.
That was on the Crossett sideline.
And it's going to be against the coach over there. All right, we'll see what
so you're going to back it up, then move it forward, because one was during the play, one was a dead ball.
But I believe we had a lineman downfield.
That was one that took a little time. 2 fakes, then get it out. Receiver, linemen usually count it off in their head and release. It either took too long or the lineman counted by twos.
All right. They're going to explain things to the coaches
Ineligible.
on each sideline. A sideline warning against Crossett.
Okay. Good deal. That makes more sense.
Yeah, ineligible receiver downfield. We called that one right, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then the sideline warning against Crossett. That's their first warning. If they get another one, it will be a penalty.
Both teams have received a sideline warning.
So they'll mark off the penalty against the Lumberjacks and then spot it back at the 40-yard line. It'll still remain second down. So second down and 19. 8:09 left to go in the first half. Warren leading 21-8. Jakari Lee and Tayshawn Johnson come wide to the left. Cornish looking into the sideline. 6 seconds on the play clock. Coach Embry finally calls the play in. Warren gets it off with 1 second remaining on the play clock. Cornish wanting to throw. Ball batted at the line of scrimmage. And big offensive lineman made the catch there on the line. That's 69. That's Weston Gavin, I believe. I think he's wearing 69 tonight. Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that Weston Gavin?
That's Weston.
He just held on to it and fell to the ground. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, so it'll be third down and 21 now for the Lumberjacks. Cornish hands off to Jackson. Jackson at the 40 to the 35. He'll carry inside the 35 and be bumped out of bounds down at the 33-yard line of Crossett. He got it back a piece of that real estate, but
Got out about 9 of it.
Yeah, Warren's going to look at fourth down and about 13 or 12. Third down and 12. Fourth down and 12 make it from the Crossett 33-yard line. Leading 21-8. The offense will stay on the field. We'll see Maddox Lassiter along with Jakari Lee and Jared Payne split wide to the right. Tayshawn comes wide to the left. Jackson, your running back. Cornish, straight drop. 3-man rush by Crossett. They dump it off, trying to get it to Traylon Jackson, throw it over his head, and it'll go out of bounds, incomplete. And for the first time tonight, the Crossett Eagles hold the Lumberjacks and force them to turn it over on downs at the Eagle 34-yard line. So Warren's defense has stopped them a couple of times. That's the first time tonight Crossett has been able to stop Warren. Yeah. 7:18 remaining here in the first half. Warren leading 33-8. Crossett breaks the huddle from the sideline. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the right hash mark. Crossett moving from left to right on your radio here in the second quarter. We'll see Jackson Moore in the backfield. Tyreek Jones, the quarterback. Trip receivers go wide left. They put Jones in motion. They're going to swing it to him, and now flags come in, and going to be a procedure call against the Eagles.
Yeah. You saw this left tackle over here, right tackle over here. You had the man in motion, and he flinched.
So it'll be first and 15 as they mark the penalty back inside the 30, back at the 29-yard line. Eagles stay in the same formation, though. Trip receivers go wide left. One receiver comes wide right. Again, Jackson Moore, your running back. Jones takes the snap, leaves it with Moore right up the middle. Moore picks his way through, breaks one tackle out over the 35, out to about the 38-yard line before he's finally brought down there. So it was first and 15. It'll be second down and 5, so a gain of 10 on that play.
Yep.
Just went right up the middle again. Warren with a 3-man rush, or 3-man front, make it a 4-man front. They're going back to a 4-3 now. On second and 5, Jones gets the snap. Jones, play action, flips it out here to Moore. Moore out over the 40, the 45 to midfield to the Lumberjack 49-yard line before he's finally wrestled out of bounds there. As Jalen Lee coming over to getting a little help there from Traylon Jackson, and also on the stop, Lee Johnson, the safety. But not before Jones, or Moore, picks up the first down.
Yeah.
First and 10. Jackson Moore was on the carry. They go with twin backs in the backfield. Pascal on one side, Moore on the other. On 1st and 10, Jones hands it off, wanting to throw it. Looking down the field, throws it deep. It's going to be caught at the 10. He'll fall down at the 9-yard line. That is Dwayne Ashford with the catch, but there's a flag.
Ineligible man. It's coming back.
There's a flag up at the 46-yard line. That was a halfback pass.
It was the halfback pass that was designed to go to the quarterback across the field. And he saw what, he was getting ready to throw it, and he saw the man wide open down there, so he pulled it back in, took his time, and thrown it. And once again, that receiver had done his count and release. The lineman.
So they mark off the penalty against the Eagles. Bring back that big play. 6:13 left to go in the half. Warren leading 21-8. Crossett was trying an old razzle-dazzle play there. Tyreek Jones out of the shotgun. Twin receivers go wide to the left. Jones gets the snap on 1st and 15. He'll keep it himself. He turns it up. He's hit at the 45, pushes the pile across midfield all the way into Lumberjack territory to the 48-yard line. He's our leading ground gainer, you said, on the season.
The only thing he doesn't lead them in is catches on offense because he can't throw it to himself.
A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9 for the Eagles now at the Lumberjack 48. Jones again. Works out of the gun. Fakes to Pascal. Throws over the middle. Ball's batted down by Delfino Riviera, the linebacker. Hey, if you can't get to it, just get in the passing lane and knock them down, huh? They were trying to get it to the tight end, number 22. That is Max Taunton.
Of course, that's what you're taught to do. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
3rd down and 9 now for the Eagles. Clock stops with the incomplete pass with 5:22 to go here in the first half. They'll send the wide receiver, Dwayne Ashford, wide to the left. Warren will go with double coverage on him. Jones wanting to throw. Steps up, in trouble, gets away from one Lumberjack. Now airs it out down the field and going to throw it out of bounds. That was Dakota Iman who had a hand on Jones but couldn't bring him down. And then Maddox Lassiter came up and made him throw the ball out of bounds. So, boy. No, excuse me. That was Aiden Weaver.
Aiden Weaver, yeah.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 9 now for the Eagles, and I think we'll see them punt it for the 2nd time tonight. Warren leading 21-8 with 5:12 to go here in the half. Jakari Lee's going to go back deep. The punter is Ashford. Crossett having to get some more bodies out there on the punting unit. And now they're going to have to call the timeout. Number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. Thomas Mill and his crew do a great job. If you need your car cleaned up, hey, winter's coming just right around the corner. You may want to get your boat cleaned up before you put it up for the winter. They can do that as well. They offer a wash job or a complete detail. They'll wash just about anything, whatever you can get to them, or they will come pick it up. 820-2171 is Thomas's number. They're open 7 days a week. They offer senior citizens discount, and they'll do you a good job. So go see our friends Thomas Miller and Number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop the next time you need your vehicle cleaned up. All right, Crossett's going to look at 4th down and 9 from the Lumberjack 48-yard line. Their punter is on. Crossett had to use a timeout there, so that means they have 2 remaining here in the half. Jakari Lee's going to go back deep. But Warren's really not expecting him to punt. Jakari's not very far. They're going to punt it, though. High, wobbly kick. They'll kick it away from Jakari toward the sideline. It's going to hit out about the 23 and go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And that's where Warren will have it 1st and 10. With 5:04 left to go here in the half, Warren leading 21-8. And David Crossett, the only time they've stopped Warren here in the first half was on the last possession.
Right.
The other 2 times that Warren had it. So this will only be the 4th possession, offensive possession of the first half. Warren, of course, scored their first touchdown on an 89-yard kickoff return by Jakari Lee. Then they scored their next two possessions, turned it over on downs on their third possession. Here's the handoff to Cedric Calvert coming over that left side, and he didn't have anywhere to go. No gain on the play. It's actually going to lose a yard on the play and back to the 20-yard line. Looks like big number 54 for Crossett. That's Dylan Cody. Cody, 6'1", 251 pounds. Plays defensive tackle for him. Hit on the stop. So second down and long now for Warren. Number 35, I think that's Harton, is checked in. At tight end for the Lumberjacks. Cornish will send Johnson in motion, wanting to throw. Fires over the middle. Is complete to Jared Payne out over the 35 to the 40. He's tripped up and brought down at the 41-yard line. And David, Riley Cornish delivered a bullet. I mean, that one was on a string. It hit Jared Payne in stride. The Crossett defender was able to get a shoestring tackle on him. But it'll move the chains, and the Lumberjacks. First and 10.
20-yard pickup.
At the 41, their own 41. Cornish again, hands off again. Cedric lets his blockers build up in front of him. He's across the 45, out to the 49-yard line. That'd be a gain of 8 on the play for Cedric Calvert. He just got in behind Marcus Green
and Laster.
And Laster and
White. White, and he just motored on.
So second down and 2 now for the Lumberjacks. Cornish, twin receivers wide right. Same play again. We'll do it. Go to the well again across midfield. First down and more as Calvert gets pushed out of bounds down about the 40-yard line, the 41-yard line. But we'll move the chains, and the Lumberjacks will have it first and 10 at the Crossett Eagle 41-yard line. 21-8. Warren, a little up-tempo here. Going to hand it off again. That's to Tayshawn. That's Cedric.
Cedric again.
Carries it down close to the 36, a gain of 5 on that play. Well, they're pounding it out here on the left side of that offensive line. And that's Marcus Green and White over there blocking for the Lumberjacks on the left side of that offensive line. Gain of 4 on that last play. Cornish waits for Coach Embry. Coach Embry using the play, looked at the play clock. Now he signals it in. Down to 4 seconds. Cornish gets the snap. Same play, handed off to Calvert, picks his way, and the ball is loose and on the ground. Crossett says they have it. Let's wait and see. Did they blow it
they
dead?
do.
Yeah, they do. Cedric crossed the 35, got hit from behind. The ball came loose, and the Eagles recover. That'll be the first turnover of the ball game with 2:40 to play here before halftime. Warren leading 21-8. And you got to think, David, Crossett, they're going to want to make something happen here before half.
Yes, they've got to make something happen here.
As the Lumberjack defense has been pretty stiff on them. They'll have it first and 10 at their own 34. As they break the huddle from the sideline with 16 seconds on the play clock. They've already used one timeout here in the half. They have 2 remaining. Tyreek Jones, the quarterback. Pascal will be your running back this series. Down to 1 on the play clock. They get it off. Jones rolling left. Jones looking, now scrambles back right. Throws it deep down the field on a crossing pattern. It's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of the receiver who ran all the way across the field. And the pass is incomplete. Well, we saw that a couple of years ago out of the same group of receivers. They had trouble catching the football.
Yeah.
If they ever
caught
it.
They will drop it. When they catch it, they're deadly.
Yeah.
But he had it. That was a perfect throw.
Yeah. It'll be second down and 10 now for the Eagles. They'll go with trip receivers wide to the left. Clock stopped with 2:31 left to play here before half. Second down and 10. Play action. Quick out route complete out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. Making the catch is Massenberg. And coming up, Traylon Jackson making the stop for the Lumberjacks. A gain of 9 on the play. So it'll be third down and 1 now for the Eagles. We approach 2 minutes left to play here in the half. And they're not in really any big hurry, are they? On 3rd and 1. Jones looking over the defense, gets a snap, going to hand it off Pascal, left side. He's out, breaks it to outside at midfield, picks up a block at the 45, cuts back at the 40 to the 35-yard line, and finally caught from behind at the 32-yard line. There's a flag come in after the play.
Dead ball something.
As the officials are running down the field. As a flag comes in. That was Pascal on the carry. And once he got outside the containment, David, he had a lot of room.
Let's see what we got. Up.
And now
there were 2 of them.
And that's going to be on sportsmanlike conduct on both teams, and then another one on Crossett.
Yeah.
So that one will be assessed.
So on the tackle, the man getting up and the man making the tackle each had words for each other. That got the first one.
And then the sideline, I think, gets an unsportsmanlike conduct call. And the flag, end of the play was down at the 20, make it the 32-yard line. The flag is at the 35. The officials are going to discuss everything. Matt Trucks and Michael Burns are your air conditioner, heating and air conditioner folks here in South Arkansas. They can take care of all your heating and air needs. If you got HVAC problems, give them a call at 820-1525 or 820-0722. They're your Rudd dealer. They work all over Southeast Arkansas, too. They'll come to your home, take care of all your heating and air needs.
Yep.
That's Trucks Heating and Air. They have financing available. If you need a new unit, just let them give you an estimate. They can get you going again. That's Trucks Heating and Air, 820-1525 or 820-0722. That's the numbers to call, Matt Trucks or Michael Burns. All right, they marked the penalty off back to the what, the 47?
Yes.
It'll be 1st and 10 because it was a dead ball foul after they had picked up.
Right.
So
they picked up the first down, the play stood, and then back it up.
All right, empty backfield and 5 wide for Crossett. Jones looks left, now wants to go right, fires over the middle wide open at the 35, to the 30, the 25, down to the 21-yard line. Is making the catch is Eric Massburn. He's 6'4" and a junior, 193 pounds. He's a big, tall target.
He is a big target.
And that'll mark it all the way down to the Lumberjack 24-yard line with 1:35 to go before half. Warren leading 21-8. Crossett trying to make something happen here before halftime. They still have their 2 timeouts remaining. Jones going to hand it off to Pascal. Pascal left side. He is smashed after about a yard gain. And that was Rivera. Delfino came up. Boy, he really laid the leather on him.
Yeah, he did.
A gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock goes under a minute left. Crossett comes to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers go on either side. Jones again out of the shotgun. Jones wanting to throw, looking over the middle, has time, now forced out of the pocket. He'll take off at the 20, going to get down inside the 20, fighting, still breaks the tackle to the 15, down to the 11-yard line.
What you got to remember, if you're a Warren defender, making the tackle is more important than trying to strip the football at this point. Just one of those plays that you want to go think.
Crossett will spike the football to stop the clock.
We got a penalty on this side.
But a flag comes in.
I think we got an ineligible player. I don't think the Warren man was off the field yet. Yep.
So they mark it off against the Lumberjacks?
Yep.
They stopped the clock with 34 seconds remaining. And they saved their timeout by spiking the football. It is 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 11-yard line is where they'll have it. Warren leading 21-8. All right, the officials are still going to still discussing where they're going to mark it, I guess. It was 1st and 10 from the 11. Crossett came to the line and spiked it really quick. You said Warren didn't get somebody off the field in time.
Warren still had a defensive lineman on the football field.
So they had 12 men out there. They're over talking to Coach Jackson over there, Sean Jackson, the Crossett coach. Is still waiting for them to decide what they want to do, I guess. 34 seconds remain here before halftime. It's 21-8. Lumberjacks lead with Crossett knocking on the door here, trying to score and get some momentum before halftime. All right, they're going to come up and mark off the penalty against the Lumberjacks.
Should be 5 yards, which it is.
It's down to the 6-yard line. It'll remain first down. So 1st and 5 from the 6. They can pick up a first down inside the 1. They go with twin receivers wide right, twin receivers wide left. Tayshawn Pascal, the running back. Tyreek Jones, your quarterback for the Eagles. I would look for him to be carrying the football. On 1st and 5 from the 6. Wanting to throw, throws a jump ball up in the back of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Tayshawn Johnson was the defender. And the pass was intended for the 6'4" receiver over there, Massenberg. But neither one of them could come down with it. So it'll bring it, but it stopped the clock with 30 seconds remaining. They still have 2 timeouts. It's 2nd and 5 from the 6 for the Eagles. Ball's over on the left hash mark. They'll put trip receivers to the short side. On the left side. Jones will keep it himself, cuts out to the left, breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds at the 4. That was Jalen Lee, who hit him about 2 yards deep but couldn't hold on. And I think it was Traylon Jackson who made the stop on him and kept him from going into the end zone.
About a yard gain.
2.
2, okay.
Yeah, it was at the 6. They're down to the 4 now, so it'll be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3 from the 4-yard line. And did Crossett call a timeout? Warren's not coming to the sideline. The play clock hadn't started.
Yeah, why haven't we started the play clock?
There's 20 seconds remaining here in the half. The play clock never started. Okay. 3rd and goal. I guess because he went out of bounds, but the play clock still should have started. 3rd and 3 from the 4-yard line. They can get a first down inside the 1 with 20 seconds remaining before half. Come back and talk to everybody in the backfield. Play clock's moving now at 19. The game clock stopped because he went out of bounds.
He went out of bounds.
And I think Crossett's going to, now they reset the play clock back to 25. They put 6 seconds back on the game clock?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 seconds. 3rd and 3 from the 4-yard line for the Eagles. Twin receivers on either side. Jones, your quarterback, takes the snap, wanting to throw. Looking left, now right, takes off running. Warren trying to give chase as he dives and makes the touchdown. The outside containment broke down, and that'll make it 21-14 in favor of the Lumberjacks.
Just call it what it was, poor defense.
Crossett went for 2 on their last touchdown. Looks like they're going to bring
a kicker on.
Well, they had the kicker out there last time and went for 2. They had the quarterback, though, who was holding. This time it is Eric Massenberg, the wide receiver, holding. Snaps down. They blow the play dead before the kick goes off. There's 18 seconds remaining here before halftime. All right. Well, I don't know. These officials have blown my mind tonight.
The funny part about it is neither side is happy with the officiating. You got to be special to make both sides mad.
The low kick, the snap down, the low kick is no good. So the score remains 21-14. Lumberjacks still lead. We'll keep it right here with 18 seconds left to go before halftime. Don't forget American Shifty Corporation. Michael Adair is the local guy that comes around and comes to the woods or to your shop. He'll pick up your parts, carry them back to American Shifties Corporation headquarters there in North Little Rock, and then get them back to you quicker, and sometimes even get you a better price on your repair job. Just give Michael a call at 820-2028. Don't forget, they can work on all brands, all makes, all models of big truck transmissions, rear ends. They offer the best warranty in the business. They do standard transmission parts, clutches, transfer case parts, Allison automatic parts, transmissions, service and installation. And again, they do it all and offer the best warranty in the business because they've been doing it for so long and they're so good at it. So if you're in the trucking business, the logging business, heavy equipment operator, you need to know American Shifty Corporation's number. Again, Michael's number is 820-2028, or you can call them toll free at 1-800-444-5977. That's American Shifty Corporation. All right, David, it's 21-14. Crossett got their touchdown here before the half, so they're going to have some momentum.
Yeah.
Last time they tried an onside kick. First time they kicked it deep to Jakari, and he ran it back 89 yards.
I suspect it's not going to go deep.
The kicker, Brandon Urbina, as he approaches the football, can pooch kick it toward the sideline. Warren will field it. That's Traylon Jackson at the 30. Up the 35, the 40. Going to be bumped out of bounds up at the 44-yard line. Nice return by Traylon Jackson. Normally those things are fair catch and called for by those upbacks. But Traylon Jackson gets it back up. About a 14-yard return. Warren will have all 3 timeouts, but only 13 seconds to work with here before halftime.
But the timeouts give you the ability to throw over the middle. Everything doesn't have to be a sideline route yet.
Maddox Lassiter will line up at H-back. Cornish, your quarterback. Traylon Jackson is going to be your running back. Twin receivers go wide right. Crossett will rush 3, drop 8 back. Cornish dumps it off underneath the Lassiter. Lassiter stays in bounds. He carries out up to the 46-yard line. Be a short gain of 2 on the play. And Warren is going to let time expire as the Lumberjacks will go in here at half, leading 21-14. And, David, it's been the ball game we expected here tonight. Both teams moving it up and down the field. Defenses making some adjustments, making some stops when they had to. And the Lumberjacks will lead it here at halftime, 21-14. The difference is an 89-yard kickoff return that started the football game.
That it did.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with our halftime show for you when we return in just a moment.
Drew Memorial helps you stay well, especially during COVID-19. Our healthcare heroes provide everything you need with extra precautions to keep the community safe. From outpatient services like counseling and physical therapy to on-site care, including surgery and behavioral health, you can count on the trusted team at Drew Memorial. Why put off those appointments any longer? Get the right care right now, all close to home. Choose now, choose well, Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Robert Motor Company is open and here to serve you. Whether you are in the market for a new or a used vehicle, stop by and see their large selection. But you need to hurry because low prices means inventory will sell out quick. Now is the time to drive away in that vehicle you have always wanted. Robert Motor Company is open and sanitizing daily, and also delivery options are available. Visit the showroom or give them a call at 870-367-5353 or view the inventory online at roburnautomotive.com.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
Back here at halftime, the Lumberjacks lead 21-14 over the Crossett Eagles. And Dave, let me borrow that right there for just a second. I'll recap the scoring real quick for our listeners. Warren took the opening kickoff, and it was Jakari Lee, an 89 or 90-yard kickoff return for the Lumberjacks, and it only took him 16 seconds to run that 90 yards, and Warren led at 7-0. Crossett answered, though, on their first possession. Tayshawn Pascal, a 17-yard run, and Eric Massenberg rushed for the two-point conversion. But that was a 6-play, 53-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 39 seconds, and the Eagles answered and led for the first time, 8-7. Warren took their next possession. Lumberjacks' Jared Payne received a 17-yard pass from Riley Cornish. Jose Jacinto added the kick. That was an 11-play, 62-yard drive that took Warren 4 minutes and 26 seconds to drive down the field. Warren led 14-8. Lumberjacks weren't through in the first quarter as they scored with 1:28 left to go in the first quarter. Jakari Lee, a 6-yard run. Jacinto added the kick, a 6-play, 45-yard drive. That was after the Warren defense came out and stopped and forced the first punt of the ball game and were able to get great field position at the 45-yard line. Took them 2 minutes and 5 seconds to travel the distance. They led 21-8. Both defenses came out in the second quarter a little bit better. Both teams forced each team either to turn it over on downs. Warren turned it over down at the 32-yard line, the Crossett 32. Warren's defense forced Crossett to punt it twice in the second quarter. But Crossett was able to get on the boards with 18 seconds remaining here in the first half. It was Tyreek Jones, the quarterback, a 4-yard run. Urbana's kick was no good. And it was a 9-play, 66-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And they pulled to within 7. 21-14 is where we stand. The Lumberjacks leading the Crossett Eagles here at halftime, as that recaps the scoring for you here in the first half. We'll come back in just a moment. We'll have a look at some of the more of the numbers and have a look at some of the other scores from around the state when we return to Lumberjack Stadium in just a moment.
Super Value Foods save on your grocery bill with the weekend blowout sale. You'll find beef, boneless sirloin steak, family pack, just $3.98 a pound. Pepsi and Pepsi products, 24-pack, $7.98. Bullseye barbecue sauce, an 18-ounce bottle is only 98 cents. Kellogg's family-size cereal, $3.98. Super Chill soft drinks, 12-pack cans, 4 for $9.98. And Cousin Willie's microwave popcorn, a 3-pack box, just 98 cents. It's all at Super Value Foods in Warren.
When it comes to health care, I want the best.
We all want the best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center, hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Community minded, just like you.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Are you in the market for a tractor, ATV, mower, or a boat and don't know where to get a loan? That's simple. Come see me at Union Bank. This is Scott Saffold, and I'll work for you and make the lending process as easy as 1, 2, 3. With the same low rates and top-notch service you've come to expect, I'll be there from application to closing for your next lending experience. So stop by my office or call me at 460-6400 and let me show you a better way of banking. Financial with approved credit. See loan officer for details. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender.
21-14, the Lumberjacks with the lead over the Crossett Eagles here at halftime. Looking at some other scores. Let's first of all look at 4A scores. We'll go around the state looking at some of those. Shiloh Christian, the number one team in the state, leading 28-0 over Berryville. You got Stuttgart leading Batesville Southside at the half, 7-6. That's a close one.
That's a ball game.
Then you go Clinton leading Central Arkansas Christian. That might be a surprise there, 14-7 with Clinton leading. Pocahontas trailing Rivercrest 28-21 at the half. It's Jonesboro Westside over Truman 7-6. Mena leading Waldron 27-0. And Ozark, well, they moved up last year, I think, or the year before, up to 4A, out of 3A into 4A. And they're leading Dardanelle now 35-7 at the half. It's Pottsville leading Lamar 21-13. How about this? Arkadelphia. They struggled the first week or two of the season, but boy, they're on a war horse tonight. 28-0 over Nashville at the moment in the second quarter. Malvern leading Bauxite 13-6. It's Star City, just 16 miles away over there at Monticello, leading the Billies 7-0 at halftime. Again, you can listen to that broadcast on either KGPQ 99.9 and or you can listen, that's the Star City version, or if you want to hear the Monticello version of it, you can listen to KHPM 93.7. Here we are at halftime, 21-14, Lumberjacks leading Crossett. It's 3A scores. Let's see. Try to find the McGee score for you. McCrory,
I didn't see yet.
Leading Mark Tree, Bigelow. Nope, no McGee score, but you can listen to that ball game on our sister station, KXSA 103.1, as they are playing at McGee, and they're playing Drew Central tonight. That's some of the 4A scores from around the state. I guess really the biggest surprise there was Arkadelphia over Nashville by such, not maybe that they're winning, but by the margin.
By such a margin.
Yeah.
And this one was the one that also surprised me. It's not 4A, but Bryant leads Fort Smith's north side, and you're going to say, what's new? At the half, it's 21-17. That's what's new.
Pretty close ball game there.
Yes.
Fort Smith north side would like to knock off the number one team in Bryant there tonight. We're at halftime where it's 21-14. Lumberjacks lead the Crossett Eagles here at Lumberjack Stadium. Next week, we're on the road. We travel to Star City to take on the Bulldogs up there. We'll have the broadcast for you from Star City next Friday night. Pregame begins at 6 with the Hootens pregame show. Coach Embry joins us at 6:30, and then we'll be live somewhere around 6:50 with kickoff set for 7 p.m. next Friday from Twinkletown, from Star City. All right. We'll take another break. We'll come back, and David's got all the numbers we can talk about here in the first half when we return after this timeout.
Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals at James Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals? That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
You might not be a celebrity, but to us, you're a star. At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, the faculty and staff are invested in you. We recognize that students like you are the reason why we open our doors every day. So we want you to succeed. South Ark, where we all shine. Visit southark.edu/info and be a star.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
Back here at halftime, the Lumberjacks lead 21-14 over the Crossett Eagles. And, David, you got to look at all the numbers here in the first half.
For Warren individually, Cedric Calvert, 12 carries, 81 yards. Riley Cornish, 6 for 46. Jakari, 2 for 19. And Maddox, 2 for 15. Cornish, 4 of 7, 38 yards, a touchdown. And Warren's going to have rushed for 175 yards, thrown for 38, 32 plays, 213 yards total offense. Crossett, they're led in rushing by Pascal, 6 carries, 68 yards. Jones, 8 for 52. Moore, 2 for 10. Tyreek Jones, 5 of 13, 75 yards. Crossett rushed for 122 yards, threw for 75 yards, 29 plays, 197 yards, total offense. Pretty much even, Jimmy.
Time of possession?
Time of possession, Warren, 12 minutes, 54 seconds. Crossett, 11:06.
Well, it's the game we thought it would be.
It has been.
We talked about it on our pregame show, how both teams really mirrored one another a whole lot as far as rushing numbers and passing numbers on the year. Warren had averaged a few more points per ball game than Crossett has, been able to find the end zone more. But, hey, Crossett's going to get the football to start the second half. And they've got the momentum as they scored there with 18 seconds to go before halftime. And Warren leads at 21-14. Here at the half as the Lumberjacks and Crossett here open up conference play. The Warren Marching Band performing. Glad you're with us on the radio and those of you watching live on the East Labs stream. We want to welcome you to our broadcast as well. Thank you for watching and for listening to Lumberjack football as we bring you the play-by-play here this evening. We'll take another break and we'll be back with more Lumberjack football right after this.
Feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student-athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Back here at halftime, the Lumberjacks lead 21-14 over the Crossett Eagles as the Warren Marching Band just got through performing for us. And again, to recap the scoring for you here in the first half. Warren struck pay dirt first. It was Jakari Lee, a 90-yard kickoff return. And the Lumberjacks, with 16 seconds gone in the first quarter, Warren was up 7-0. Crossett answered, though, on their next possession. Took them 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go 53 yards following the onside kick that the Lumberjacks tried, didn't get. Gave them the short field to work with. They go 53 yards in 6 plays and run a 2-point conversion, make it. It's 8-7, Crossett with the lead. Warren answered with 4:37 to go in the first quarter. As Jared Payne caught a 17-yard pass from Riley Cornish. Jose Jacinto added the extra point. 11 plays, 62-yard drive. Lumberjacks go up 14-8. Warren added another touchdown before the end of the first quarter with 1:28 to go. Warren's Jakari Lee ran a 6-yard run. That was a 6-play, 45-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and the Lumberjacks looked like in control, and we're up 21-8. Defense came out and stopped Crossett again and had a short field to work with. Warren actually didn't have a short field. They started at their own 21. They drove all the way down to the Crossett 32-yard line. Actually, they were on the 20 and got a penalty. Yes. Pushed them back and were unable to push it in. You know, if they could have scored there, it would have been 28-8 at that point, but the penalty stopped the drive. Warren turned it over on downs. Crossett could not take advantage of the turnover on downs, however. Warren's defense did a good job and stopped them, forced them to punt. Lumberjacks couldn't pick up the first down, had to punt, and Crossett, with 18 seconds to go in the half, Tyreek Jones, the quarterback, made a 4-yard run. That was a 9-play, 66-yard drive by the Eagles, and took 2 minutes and 22 seconds off the clock. They pulled to within 7 as they went for 2, made it 21-14. The 2-point conversion was no good. So that's where we stand here at the half. 21-14, the Lumberjacks have the lead over the Crossett Eagles here tonight. Again, the other scores that we had of interest around, Monticello was trailing Star City 7-0 at the halftime. That ball game is in Monticello. And we didn't have a Dumas score, and we didn't have, they were hosting West Helen tonight. We didn't have a DeWitt Hamburg score either, I don't think. No. That we could pass along to you, but that's some of the other games going on in the area tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the start of the second half when we return in just a moment.
Company is open and here to serve you. Whether you are in the market for a new or a used vehicle, stop by and see their large selection. But you need to hurry because low prices means inventory will sell out quick. Now is the time to drive away in that vehicle you have always wanted. Robert Motor Company is open and sanitizing daily, and also delivery options are available. Visit the showroom or give them a call at 870-367-5353 or view the inventory online at robinautomotive.com.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
Shop the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale and save. Smoky Farm Pork Sausage, 27-ounce package, just $3.98. Sweet Tooth Vanilla Wafers, 14-ounce bag, 2 for 98 cents. Pillsbury Cake Mix, 98 cents a box. And Eggo Waffles, 10 to 12-ounce box, just $1.98. You'll also find Essential Everyday Sugar, 10-pound bag, only $4.98, and Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, just 18 cents a box. Shop at Super Value Foods in Warren and save during the weekend blowout sale.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
21-14, our score here at the half. The Lumberjacks have the lead. Both teams have made their way out of the dressing room and starting to warm up some. We got just a couple of minutes left before kickoff of the third quarter, but David Crossett's going to get the football to start the third period, and they've got all the momentum going in at halftime, or had it.
They've got the momentum, and they are ready. They'll get the football with the opportunity to tie or take the lead if Warren can't stop them. The Warren defense played good at times, poor at times. You just according to which series you wanted to look at. The offense, the only thing that has stopped Warren's offense has been them shooting themselves in the foot. Because what forced that turnover on downs down there were two separate penalties. And when you're looking at second down and 25 yards, it's hard to pick up.
21-14, our score here at the half. Number one, Washington Shine. Thomas Miller and his crew do a great job. If you need your vehicle cleaned up, don't spend your pretty Saturday washing your car. Just give them a call. They'll come pick it up, bring it back to you all clean and ready to ride. 820-2171 is the number. Don't forget they offer senior citizens discount. They do a great job. They wash my wife's vehicle all the time. I do a good job. I don't have to wash it, so
that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but 820-2171, Thomas Miller and the crew right there on Main Street across from the YMCA. Next time you have heating and air problems, you need to give Matt Trucks or Michael Burns a call. That Trucks Heating and Air. They're your Rudd dealer here in Southeast Arkansas. They offer financing. If it's new construction, let them come out and bid the job and see what they can put you in a new unit for. Guarantee they'll be competitively priced, and they'll do you a good job as well. They service every brand just about out there. They do warranty work on most brands. So the next time you have heating and air problems, give Matt Trucks or Michael Burns a call. Here's their numbers, 820-1525 or 820-0722. They're your Rudd dealer. And don't forget, Rudd's made right here in Arkansas. Rudd air conditioner, heat, HVAC systems made at Fort Smith. Dr. Pennington, I want to thank him for being a sponsor and helping us bring your broadcast to you here on the radio. He reminds everyone, or he encourages everyone, to go get your COVID-19 vaccination as soon as you can if you haven't already had it. That's Dr. Kerry Pennington. All right. Lumberjacks, Jose Jacinto he's got the tee out there. And we've been onside kicking it. When he does that, he lays it on the ground. Right now, he's got the ball in his hands. The officials have moved off, and we're set to go. And they're going to put it on the ground. We'll attempt the onside kick again. Be nice to get one right here, wouldn't it?
You would.
Jacinto kicks it to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
It's going to be offsides against the Lumberjacks.
That's what they call it when it goes out of bounds.
No, they were offsides on the kickoff.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
And Crossett's going to make them kick it again. This time, they'll kick from the 35 instead of the 40-yard line. All right. Jacinto standing there, waiting for Coach Emery to tell him what he wants to do with it. He's going to lay it on the ground, and we'll see another rocket kick on the ground.
We've seen him kick it deep off the ground last week.
Jacinto approaches the football, and he'll kick this one to the left side. It will stay in bounds, and a Crossett Eagle will fall on it up at the 44-yard line. That's where the Eagles will have it, as that was Dwayne Ashford, the wide receiver, falling on it. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Warren leading 21-14 as we start this third quarter. What do you see the keys to this third period?
The defense got to be able to stop the run, and the offense, it got to cut out the silly penalties.
First and 10 for the Eagles as they come to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers will go wide left, twins wide right. They're moving from left to right here in the third quarter. Warren with a four-man front defensively. They'll hand it off. That's going to be Pascal up the middle. He's across the 45, out to the 46, and that's all. A gain of 2 on the play. As coming up to make the stop for the Lumberjacks, got a number 34, and that may be Rivera. No, they're playing middle linebacker, but I think he's got a different jersey on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see a 67 on the sideline either. So, gain of 2, second down and 8 now for the Eagles. Tyreek Jones, quarterback for the Eagles, takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to go left, cut back. Good pursuit and good containment on the outside by your outside linebacker there, Jalen Lee.
They cut him back, made him turn it back inside where they had people waiting.
A gain of 2 more down to the 48, or out to the 48-yard line. It'll bring up third down and long now, 3rd and 6. 3rd and a long 6 for the Eagles as they'll send their 2 best receivers wide to the right. That'll be on the short side of the field. Jones, straight drop, looking, wants to go down the sideline, throws. It's going to be caught at the Lumberjack 35 to the 30, down to the 25, and finally hauled down there by Lee Johnson, the safety. And that making the catch there was Jackson Moore. I said they're 2 best receivers out here. That's number 6 and number 2. That's Moore and Ashford.
Yes.
But Crossett will have it 1st and 10 at the Lumberjack 23-yard line. Warren leading 21-14. Opening possession of the second half. Jones hands off to Pascal. Pascal cuts back against the grain at the 20 to the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Pascal goes in from 23 yards out. And this is a 1-point ball game, and the Eagles with a chance to tie it up. They're going to bring the kicking unit on. The first time they faked it and ran a 2-point conversion. The second touchdown they made, they did try the extra point. But it was low and was no good.
No good.
And now they're trying to decide, the players are, for Crossett, trying to decide what they're going to do. They're waiting on a football to come in. All right, that's what it was. Play clock is not started. Wind the play clock going. Again, we saw this in the first half after they scored a touchdown. The play clock never started. There's 10:20 remaining. Crossett takes the opening third quarter and goes 56 yards, 57 yards, 56 yards for the score. All right, they get the ball in now. Holding is Mossenberg. The kicker, Urbana, gets the snap down. The kick's on its way, and this one is going to be no good. It's wide to the left. Lumberjacks still lead 21-20 with 10:20 left to play in the third. We're back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
There's no need to go all over Arkansas to find your next vehicle. At Lucky's of Monticello, we want to be your home for all your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC needs.
I've been buying vehicles since I was 18 years old, and the easiest trade I ever made was at Lucky's in Monticello.
Call, click, or come by today and find new roads to Lucky's of Monticello, your home for big town selection and small town prices. 1215 Highway 425 North in Monticello, or online at autobuylucky.com.
When you think about getting a loan, do you tell yourself there has to be a better way? Well, I'm here to tell you there is. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank, and I want to show you the difference on your next car, truck, or ATV loan. So stop by my office in Monticello or call me at 460-6400, and you will see that banking with Union Bank is a better way of banking. Financing with approved credit? See loan officer for details. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Well, the Eagles pulled it within one, David, as they take the opening drive in the third period.
4 plays, 56 yards, a minute and 40 seconds. 3 runs, 1 pass. embarrass the Warren defense.
And the Lumberjacks still lead by 1 as the extra point was no good. So Crossett will tee it up and get set to kick it off. Brandon Urbina again is their kicker. They have squib kicked it a couple of times on the evening. Warren got 7 men up within the line of scrimmage. Here's another pooch kick. This one's going to be fielded by Traylon Jackson at the 25. Tries to get outside. He's at the 30. 35. He's up to the 40 on the Crossett sideline and run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Traylon Jackson said that if Jakari Lee could run one back, I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
He runs it back, a return of 22 yards on the return, and the Lumberjacks will start up with great field position. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Offense needs to answer Crossett's score.
All right. Tayshawn Johnson comes wide to the left. Jared Payne and Jakari Lee go wide right. Cornish out of the shotgun, wanting to throw over the middle. Pumps, now pulls it down, breaks out of a tackle, dumps it off to Jakari. It's going to be incomplete as it hits the ground before it gets to Jakari. He was the relief receiver.
My question, and I wish I could watch a review of it, was he behind Cornish?
No. He was
okay, you don't think he was?
No,
okay, good enough.
2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks from their own 47-yard line. Cedric Calvert will check back in. Traylon Jackson will come out as running back. Cedric checks back in at that running back spot. Yeah, so it's 21-20. Lumberjacks with a 1-point lead. Going to hand it off to Calvert. Nope, that's Cornish. He faked it to him. Cornish around the right side. A tough yard as a senior running back or senior quarterback. Kept it himself. He'll pick up 2, David. It's 3rd down and 8. Ball spotted out at the 49 of Warren. 3rd and long for the Lumberjacks here on their first possession of the second half. Coach Embry calling the play from the sideline. As
I'm going to be honest, you'd better get 8 yards if you want the first down.
A full 8, huh?
A full 8.
It's 3rd and long for Warren. Ball on the right hash mark. Cornish. Straight drop. Looking, pressure coming. Dumps it over the middle to Lassiter, and he's not going to get it anywhere. He's actually going to lose about a yard on the play. Coming up for Crossett is going to be Cameron Williams. 6 foot, 165-pounder. He was waiting on Maddox Lassiter to come across underneath for that underneath route, and he stayed in his hip pocket and made the tackle.
Yes, he did. Well played by Crossett.
Warren will punt it. And I guess this is the first punt of the night for the Lumberjacks.
Yes.
8:49 to go in the third. It's 21-20. Crossett scored on their first possession of the third quarter. Lumberjacks go 3 and out. Lassiter.
Motion on Warren.
Had a lot of folks moving.
Had a lot of folks moving on the offensive line.
So we'll back them up 5, and we'll try it again. Crossett will put 2 men back deep, and they're both speedsters. That's Jackson Moore and Dwayne Ashford. Both of them play wide receiver. One plays running back and receiver. So Lassiter will stand at his own 33 when he gets the snap. He gets it, no pressure. A nice spiraling kick. It turns over. He's going to drive Moore all the way back to the 5, and he falls down at the 5-yard line as he made the catch like an outfielder running for a long fly ball. And when he caught the football, he fell down at the 5. So Crossett will have it from their own 5-yard line. But how about that? That was a 49-yard punt. Is that right? Yeah. That's 45. 49-yard punt by Maddox Lassiter. 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 5. Warren's defense is going to have to make a stop here. Crossett trails by a point. 21-20. As they'll come out from the sideline and come out onto the field. This time we'll have Jackson Moore, the running back. Jones, the quarterback, about 2 yards deep when he gets the snap, wants to throw from his own end zone, wanting to go deep over the middle, throws, and it's going to be overthrown. He overthrew his intended receiver.
Because he was wide open. If he'd have put that on the money.
Massenberg was the receiver. Jakari Lee was there with the coverage, but he was about a step behind. He and Traylon Jackson both were close. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So Jones will again work out of his own end zone. On 2nd down and 10 as he gets his players where he wants them. Warren with a 4-man front. Linebackers are going to stay at home. They're going to hand it off to Pascal. Pascal fighting to get outside the 5. He'll make it to the 7-yard line. Dakota Iman credited for the stop there. So it's going to be about to the 8-yard line. So a gain of 3 by Pascal. And now Crossett looking at 3rd down and 7 from their own 8-yard line. So 3rd down at 7. We're under 8 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Warren leading 21-20. Tyreek Jones, the quarterback. Twin receivers wide left, wanting to throw. Straight drop from his own end zone, going deep down the right sideline.
Has a man wide open.
And it's going to be off the fingertips of Dwayne Ashford. He got behind Traylon Jackson, and Jakari Lee just outran him.
Just flat outran him. There was no moves, nothing fancy. It was hut, we're gone.
But it'll bring up 4th down and 7, and the Eagles will have to punt from their own end zone. So the Warren defense forces them to a 3-and-out. And Warren will get the football back and should get it on the Crossett side of the 50-yard line. As their punter will stand 6 yards deep in the end zone to punt it away. And that is Daniel Watkins. Gets a good snap. Warren will no pressure. It's an end-over-end kick away from Jakari Lee. It hits at the 45, takes an eagle roll across midfield to the 45, and is finally blown dead down at the Lumberjack 42-yard line. So that's a 40, 45, a 50-yard punt.
So we've swapping punts now of 50-plus yards.
And the Lumberjacks will have their second possession here in the 3rd quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line, leading 21-20 over the Eagles, with 7:23 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Riley Cornish and company will come out on the field. Cedric Calvert. Star City 10-0 left to go with 8:32. So Star City trying to defeat Monticello in Monticello. Handoff to Calvert. Calvert going to turn the corner. A flag comes in as he carries out over the 45. And he stopped there. But the flag's going to be probably a hold in the area where it came.
Yes.
Against the Lumberjacks. And coming up again to make the stop, that's Cameron Williams, the linebacker for the Eagles. So they'll mark it off from the infraction, with the flag is out at the 44. As officials discuss it. 7:17 to go, 3rd quarter. 21-20. Lumberjacks holding on to a 1-point lead at the moment. Lumberjacks' biggest lead has been 21-8. All right, they mark off the penalty. It'll be back to the 34-yard line. And that'll make it 1st down and about 18 for the Lumberjacks. Cornish again out of the shotgun. Cornish wanted to throw, wide receiver screen, complete to Tayshawn. Tayshawn Johnson carries it over the 35, out to the 40. He's going to be bumped out of bounds up there at the 41-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 11, a gain of 7 on that play. Need to get down to the Crossett 48-yard line for a 1st down. Ball's at the Lumberjack 41. So 2nd down and 11. We've got a player shaking up here on the sideline. That's not shaking up. He's just changing jerseys again. Delfino Riviera going to put number 67 back on, and he's going to come in on the offensive line for the Lumberjacks. He'll go over on the right guard side in place of Connor McDermott. So 6:58 left to play. Yep, Connor McDermott's the one they're tending to on the sideline. Riviera is going to go in. Looks like it's cramps.
Cramps.
For McDermott as they're working on his calf muscle. 2nd and 11 for the Lumberjacks. Ball on the left hash mark. Warren moving from right to left. Handoff Jackson. Jackson's got some room. He's out over the 45. Going to be out to the 48-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 7 on the play, but Warren's still going to look at 3rd down and a long 4. So 3rd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks from their own 48-yard line. This is their 2nd possession of the 3rd quarter. They went 3 and out on the first one. Warren's going big. Maddox Lassiter will come in at quarterback. Landon Wolf checks in at fullback. Snap it, get it right to Lassiter. Lassiter lowers his shoulder. He's hit at midfield, and he's not going to get the first down. Tough 2 yards for Maddox, trying to go right up the middle. He was met by a sea of white jerseys.
I'd line up and run it again, just like.
All right, you take the risk of turning it over at midfield.
Well, you've struggled defensively.
21-20 our score.
I think you got to make something happen.
Lassiter again takes the direct snap, lowers his shoulder. He's got the first down and more as he carries it all the way down to the 46-yard line of Crossett.
Warren lined up quick, went on a quick count, and he probably had the first down due to surprise and then got the 2 yards.
So move the chains. Lumberjacks keep the drive alive. Have it 1st and 10 at the Crossett 46-yard line now. Cornish will check back in at quarterback. Cedric Calvert comes back in at running back. Lassiter will line up over there in the fullback, H-back spot. Twin receivers wide right. Handoff to Calvert. Calvert straight ahead up the middle. He carries inside the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5. We'll take 5 yards on first down.
Yes.
Every time.
Every time.
2nd down and 5 for the Lumberjacks. But yeah, we talked about it, running north and south.
That's exactly.
All right, Warren keeping it between the tackles on 2nd and 5. Again, fake it to Calvert. Cornish keeps it. It's at the 40. Cornish to the 35. Hit from behind and knocked down at the 31-yard line. Riley Cornish moves the chains for the Lumberjacks as he picks up, 10 yards?
10 more yards.
And it's 1st and 10, Warren at the 31 now of Crossett. 21-20 our score. Lumberjack with a 1-point lead, 4:53 to go in the 3rd period. Sherrod Payne along with Jakari Lee split wide to the right. Tayshawn Johnson comes wide left. Calvert, your running back. Handoff
motion.
Flags. Warren's going to be offsides for motion.
Yes, going to be moving.
We saw this in the first half. We got down inside the 30, actually inside the 20, and had a penalty. And it really killed the drive, and that's what's been the Achilles heel tonight in the ball game against Warren's offense. Was the penalties and starting behind the chains, behind the sticks. Same formation. Payne and Lee go wide right. Johnson comes wide left, but Jakari in motion. Fake it to him, hand it off to Calvert up the middle, and he's going to get about a yard, and that's all. He'll carry it just shy of the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a half a yard, really.
Warren been penalized for 60 yards so far in this football game.
They mark it right on the 36-yard line. It is 2nd down. Need to get all the way to the 21. So 2nd and 15 now for the Lumberjacks. Cornish at quarterback. Lassiter goes as a wide receiver. Trips goes to the wide side of the field. Jakari Lee comes in motion, handed off to him. Jakari cuts back against the grain, breaks a tackle at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 11 on the play. And Warren will look at 3rd down and 4 from the 25 now of Crossett.
Very manageable now.
Jakari, there wasn't much of a seam for him to run through, but he hit it hard.
Hit it perfectly.
3rd down and 4.
Nope. We got
timeout.
whistle.
Crossett's calling a timeout. They were trying to shift personnel defensively on and off the field. 3:22 left to go in the 3rd. It's 21-20. Lumberjacks have a lead over the Crossett Eagles. American Shifty Corporation, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. Hey, if you're in the trucking trucking industry, the logging industry, heavy equipment operator, you need to know about American Shifty Corporation. They've been fixing more truck transmission, rear ends, and clutches than anybody else. They've been doing it longer than anybody else. They're really statewide, but they do come to South Arkansas. They've got a man they'll send down here, Michael Adair. Everybody knows him. He's from right here in Warren. 820-2028 is his number, but he'll come to your shop on the job. He'll come wherever you're at, wherever you broke down, pick up the parts. Once you get them out, he'll carry them back to their headquarters in North Little Rock and then get them back to you just as quick as they can. They offer the best warranty in the business, and they do the best work because they've been doing it for so long. That's American Shifty Corporation. 501-945-0878 is their number. 3rd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks. Trip receivers go wide right. Cornish out of the shotgun. Calvert to lone setback. Fake it to Calvert. Cornish up the middle's got the first down as he goes inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. And Riley Cornish, David, he's having a career rushing night tonight.
Yes, he is.
He's known for his arm and throwing abilities, but he's having a good game running. Mark it at the 18. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks knocking on the door in the red zone, leading 21-20. Put Jakari Lee in motion. Again, fake it up the middle. Riley keeps it to the 15, to the 10, to the 9-yard line. Going to be a yard shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1. And Riley Cornish just lowering his shoulder and going straight ahead.
Yes.
So 2nd down and 1. Ball at the 9 of Crossett. Again, Coach Embry calling the play from the sideline. Warren will go big. Lassiter comes in at quarterback, takes a direct snap straight ahead. Bulls his way inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. Mattis Lassiter, he's a load. He's listed at 6'2", 218 pounds. 1st and goal now, and the Lumberjacks are going to jump off sides. Oh, boy. Got up with, you had the biggies in, Lassiter and Wolf in the backfield, and Warren's offensive line moves. You know, they practice it all time with those big guys back there calling him Maddox, but sometimes a change in cadence or a change in the voice of
the
your quarterback,
rhythm,
messes up that offensive line.
All coaches, all quarterbacks have a rhythm, and that's what we looked at.
But hey, this is offside against the Eagles.
Oh,
they jumped off sides and caused Warren's offensive line to move, so they'll mark it half the distance to the goal.
We're just critical. We're just used to seeing it.
Our apologies to the offensive line that jumped off. But Warren stays big, 1st and goal from inside the 2 now. Again, Wolf is the fullback. Lassiter is your quarterback. Again, Lassiter takes the direct snap, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. 2:18 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And Warren does it all on the ground.
That time your offensive line took control of the football game on that drive.
Jose Jacinto will come on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Hollingsworth, Sam Hollingsworth. So it's 27-20. This will put Warren up by 8 if they can make it. Snap is down, the kick's on its way, and Jacinto's perfect on the night. 28-20, Lumberjacks lead. We're back right after this timeout.
There's no need to go all over Arkansas to find your next vehicle. At Lucky's of Monticello, we want to be your home for all your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC needs.
I've been buying vehicles since I was 18 years old, and the easiest trade I ever made was at Lucky's in Monticello.
Call, click, or come by today and find new roads to Lucky's of Monticello, your home for big town selection and small town prices. 1215 Highway 425 North in Monticello, or online at autobuylucky.com.
When you think about getting a loan, do you tell yourself there has to be a better way? Well, I'm here to tell you there is. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank, and I want to show you the difference on your next car, truck, or ATV loan. So stop by my office in Monticello or call me at 460-6400, and you will see that banking with Union Bank is a better way of banking. Financing with approved credit? See loan officer for details. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, the Lumberjacks have just scored and make it a 28-20 lead over the Crossett Eagle. David, that was a big drive by the Lumberjacks.
A big drive, 12 plays, 58 yards, 5 minutes and 10 plays, and actually it went a good bit over 58 yards.
Yeah. But they did it all on the ground, too.
Yes.
All right.
That was a big score you gave. You just wrote down.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about after the onside kick. Warren will kick it. It's on the ground, and Crossett's going to recover it at the 46. They're going to have a late flag come in for unnecessary roughness against the Lumberjacks. Looked like a late hit. They're trying to go for the football. Star City has defeated Monticello tonight. It's a final score already, 10-0. So the
Wasn't it at Monticello?
It is at Monticello. Boy, it didn't take them long either. It's just 9:08, and they had to play the full regulation game. But Star City will go to 1-0 in conference play, coming to host the Lumberjacks next week. And Warren in a dogfight here with a bird, a big bird, an eagle. All right. Warren attempted the onside kick. The ball was on the ground. The player for Crossett fell on it, but then they threw a late flag.
And called targeting.
Yeah. As they mark the penalty off, it's a 15-yard penalty, and Crossett will get it 1st and 10 at the Lumberjack 39-yard line. So they got a short field to work with 2:16 to go here in the third period. Moore and there's a handoff, goes to Moore, left side. Moore goes inside the 40. He'll get it down, down to about the 37-yard line. A tough 2 yards there, and then he's hit by Delfino Riviera. Here's another score to pass along to you. DeWitt 37, Hamburg nothing.
Hamburg is weak, evidently.
A gain of 1 on that last play by the Eagles, the carry by Moore, so it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. They'll spread the field with twin receivers on either side. Ball on the left hash mark. Jones calling for the ball, gets the snap, wants to throw. Looking, throws over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught at the 20, down to the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown as he carries the defender into the end zone with him. That is Jackson Moore. He actually had Jakari Lee holding on and just riding him like a wild stallion all the way into the end zone. Couldn't get him down. And the Eagles are 2 points away from tying this ball game with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. All right. You're going to see Tyreek Jones, the quarterback. Crossett has already used one timeout here in the second half.
They used one again.
Apparently. Or it was an official timeout. It's an official timeout to move the ball over on the left hash mark.
Okay.
The Crossett team headed to the sideline like they were going to go talk to their head coach, Coach Sean Jackson, but now they're back out on the field. The 2-point conversion for the tie. Pascal is in the backfield. Puts Moore in motion. Rolling to his right. Jones looking toward the back of the end zone. Has a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Or 2-point conversion
is good.
And we got a tie ball game. It's 28-28. Lumberjacks and Eagles. But hold on. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Hold on a moment. It's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield against the Eagles. So nullify the 2-point conversion.
Try it again.
They'll back them up 5 yards. And we'll try it again. 28-26. Lumberjacks with a 2-point lead. Crossett going for 2, trying to tie it up. Crossett fans didn't like the call. And again, Crossett will go. Their team's going to the sideline once again. They're going to start the play clock?
Yeah.
Yes, they did start the play clock. Now their team will run back out onto the field. Ball's going to be on the right hash mark this time for the 2-point conversion try. Play clock down to 12 as Crossett gets to the line of scrimmage. Jones and Pascal in the backfield. Ball comes rolling back to Jones. He picks it up off the ground, throws to the back of the end zone again. This one is going to be
no good.
No good. Incomplete. 28-26. Lumberjacks hold on to lead it with 1:32 to play in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this timeout.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals? That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
28-26. Lumberjacks hold on to a 2-point lead. 1:32 left to play here in the third quarter. And David, boy, this ballgame's a long ways from being over with.
Yeah, it's not close.
As Crossett will come out and see if they kick it off deep. They've been kicking away from Jakari Lee ever since he had that opening kickoff return.
I was going to say, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not a coach, and I wouldn't have kicked it to him.
All right, their kicker, Urbana, will come on. This one will be a sky kick. It's going to be short.
Trouble.
And Delfino Riviera catches it in the air and falls on it at the 45-yard line. That's like a sky kick, but it's right down the middle of the field.
And very short. They were making linemen make the catch.
It's only a 10-yard kick, but it did go the required 10 yards. Delfino Riviera made the catch and fell on it right there. Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45. 1:29 to play in the third. Warren leading 28-26. All right, Jakari Lee comes in motion, going to hand it off to him on the end around, and there's, it's going to carry it over the 45 to midfield inside Eagle territory to the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 for Jakari. Looked like Maddox Lassiter might have got away with a hold that time. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks. Ball just inside Eagle territory. They quickly come to the line. Send trend receivers wide to the right. 4 men down front defensively for the Eagles. Traylon Jackson gets the carry. Jackson picks his way through the line, gets a couple down to the 47-yard line, and that's all. That's 2 different styles of running between Cedric Calvert and Traylon Jackson.
Yes.
Traylon will try to pick his holes and pick and choose where he goes. Calvert just lowers his shoulder.
Lowers his shoulder and pumps his legs.
3rd down and a long 1.5 yards, almost 2. Handoff to Calvert. Lowers his shoulder. He's got the 1st down as he pushes the defender 3 yards backwards and goes all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's what we talked about. He lowers his shoulder, keeps his feet moving.
7-yard pickup on 3rd and 2.
1st down Lumberjacks. And that may be the end of the third quarter with Warren leading 28-26. Play clock is at 17. Game clock's at 10. You're going to let time expire, and that's going to be the end of the third period. Your Warren Lumberjacks leading the Crossett Eagles here in Warren, 28-20 or 28-26. Make it 28-26. Warren leading. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
You might not be a celebrity, but to us, you're a star. At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, the faculty and staff are invested in you. We recognize that students like you are the reason why we open our doors every day. So we want you to succeed. South Ark, where we all shine. Visit southark.edu/info and be a star.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner a call at 870-466-4402. For dependable auto body repair work, give Michael Gardner a call at Gardner Body and Glass in Warren.
As we start the fourth quarter, or 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 40 of Crossett. Cornish hands it off. Calvert lowers straight ahead at the 35, the 30, the 25, breaks outside to the 20, to the 10, the 5, touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my. No flags back up the field. A 40-yard run by Cedric Calvert. And Warren goes up 34-26. They extend their lead back to 8.
Cedric had 93 yards before that, so give him 133 yards on the night.
And his first touchdown of the night.
Yes.
All right. Jacinto will come on to try to put the Lumberjacks up by 2 scores with the field goal. The extra point, the snap blocked. Is low, and it's a low kick and blocked. No good. So Warren still leads by 8, 34-26.
That changes the complexion of the game again. It can be tied.
Yep. All right. Number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop. Thomas Miller and his crew do a great job. They'll do a wash job, a detail, a complete detail. They'll wash your car, your truck, your boat, your minivan, anything you want, they'll wash it. If you'll just give them a call at 820-2171. They're located right there on Main Street in Warren, right across from the YMCA. They'll pick up and deliver. They offer a senior citizens discount. So the next time you need your vehicle cleaned up, give Number 1 Wash and Shine a call at 820-2171. They're open 7 days a week, and they do pick up and deliver. It's 34-26. The Lumberjacks lead by 8 again, and David Warren put together another drive, another nice drive.
Another great drive. That one, I was sitting here being lazy, Jimmy.
As the Lumberjacks scored on a 40-yard run from Cedric Calvert. The drive actually started at their own 45-yard line.
Right.
So a 55-yard drive by the Lumberjacks and a 40-yard run by Cedric Calvert to top it off. Extra point was no good. Warren leads 34-26 as Jacinto will lay it on the ground again. Warren going to fake it one way. They kick it back the other way, and again it goes out of bounds. Down about the 42-yard line. So that means they'll get it up close to the 47 or 48-yard line is where the Eagles will start.
Warren's drive, 4 plays, 55 yards, 1 minute and 43 seconds.
And the Lumberjacks defense is going to be back out on the field. Well, it was 21-14 at the half. Lumberjacks led 21-8 there in the second quarter before Crossett scored with 18 seconds to go before halftime to pull to within 7. Then Crossett scored to make it 21-20. Their 2-point conversion failed. They tried to kick the extra point, and it was wide left. So it was 21-20, Warren leading, and now Warren, they both traded touchdowns here. As we have the fourth quarter underway, 11:49 to play. Jones out of the shotgun for the Eagles. Hands off to Pascal. Pascal hits traffic at midfield. He's going to gain a couple of yards, and then he's finally brought down there. Coming in for the Lumberjacks, that's Weston Gavin, number 69. Is Rivera back out there? Yeah, he's out there wearing number 67 again, his normal jersey number. So 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles from midfield. Twin receivers come wide left, twins go wide right. Pascal, the lone setback. Play action. Jones pumps left. Now he's going to run himself. Warren's got him hemmed up. That's Aiden Weaver is going to bring him down after a short gain of 1. Defensive end stayed home. Didn't get caught up in the containment outside.
And was that Lee Johnson and Jakari Lee did a great job in coverage.
Coverage down the field. It'll be 3rd down and 7 after a gain of 1 on that play. Now 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. They'll send twin receivers wide left, twins go wide right. Jones looks into the sideline, and Crossett's going to call a timeout here with 10:37 to play in the ball game. Warren leading 34-26. Crossett takes their second timeout of the half. We'll be back right after this from our sponsors.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
You count on your smartphone to keep you connected. Now it can connect to your finances, too. With our new mobile banking service, you can download the app that will keep you up with your money. Check balances, transfer funds. It's like a bank teller in your purse or pocket. Smart, huh? Mobile banking. It's just one more way that we found to make the financial side of your life a little easier. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
3rd down and 7 for Crossett from the Lumberjack 49-yard line. Warren leading 34-26. 10:37 to play in the 4th. Jones takes the snap, straight drop, has all day, wants to go deep down the field. He airs it out. Got a man at the 1. He's going to drop it.
Dropped it.
In between double coverage.
The official had already started raising his hands when the ball came loose.
As a receiver was Dwayne Ashford. That one hit him in the breadbasket, but when he fell to the ground, it came loose. So he never had control of it when he crossed the goal line.
You know, that's the time when, as a quarterback, you would probably want to go to the coach and say, I don't want to throw it to him. He's not going to catch it.
It's 4th down and 7. Crossett's going to go for it. He'll line up to go for it. We saw him do a pooch kick earlier in the same position. Now they're going to throw it. Jones, straight drop, throws over the middle. It's caught by Pascal. He's got the first down at the 40. Down to the 35, the 30. Cuts back at the 20, to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. 10-14 left to play in the game, and the Eagles will not go away.
No, they're not going to go away.
It's 34-32. Crossett will leave the offense out on the field. They'll go for 2 and try to go for the tie once again. The only lead Crossett had was back when it was 8-7. Warren ran the opening kickoff back. The extra point was good. Crossett answered on their first possession, had a 60-yard drive and scored. 2-point conversion was good. They led it 8-7. Warren has held the lead ever since then. But Crossett with another chance to tie the ball game. Jones goes underneath center. 2 wings on the wing back. Handoff to Moore. Moore hit at the 1. Moore goes in for the 2-point conversion. It's good, and we're tied at 34-34. 10-13 to play in the ball game. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Drew Memorial helps you stay well, especially during COVID-19. Our healthcare heroes provide everything you need with extra precautions to keep the community safe. From outpatient services like counseling and physical therapy to on-site care including surgery and behavioral health, you can count on the trusted team at Drew Memorial. Why put off those appointments any longer? Get the right care right now, all close to home. Choose now, choose well, Drew Memorial.
Flag.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
As we come back, they're all tied at 34-34. Both teams were walking back to the other ends, and there's a flag that came out on the Warren sideline. And another sideline warning issued against the Lumberjacks. As the official was walking back up the field, he threw the flag. Coach Embry doesn't like the call, I don't think, at all. He's down trying to get an explanation from the officials. Crossett just scored, and the two-point conversion was good.
4 plays, 52 yards, a minute and 36 seconds.
34-34. We got a new ball game. We're all tied here with 10-13 left to play in the game. The Crossett fans are excited. They're hearing them all the way on the other side. The Warren fans are coming to their feet as Crossett gets set to kick it off. Urbina will tee it up. He's been kicking deep, or the sky kicks make it, and not letting it, Jakari Lee, get his hands on the football again. See what he does here. It's going to be another sky kick. This one will be fielded by Traylon Jackson at the 25. Jackson up to the 30. Jackson up over the 35. He'll be finally brought down out at the 38-yard line. And that's where the Lumberjacks will start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. And David, now Warren's had the lead since it was 8-7. That's the only time Crossett led. They've had the lead all this time. But, boy, Crossett's got some momentum here.
Crossett's got all the momentum.
Warren playing at home, going to have to suck it up and need to score this possession. Cornish out of the shotgun. Calvert, your lone setback, hand off to Calvert right up the middle. He's out over the 40, 45. Cedric Calvert squirts through to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8 on the play. He said he had 133 yards on the night. So that's going to put him up close to 142 yards on the night with a touchdown. Warren looking at second down, a gain of 9 on that play. 2nd down and 1. Calvert stays in at running back. One receiver on either side. You go with a tight end set. Calvert trying to find a hole, gets through there. He's got the first down as he'll carry out to midfield. And that'll be a gain of 3 on the play. So we'll move the chains. And Warren's done almost all their damage in the second half on the ground. Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't think Cornish has attempted 3 passes is all here in the second half. So 1st and 10 Lumberjacks from midfield.
He's 2 of 3 here in the first half.
Second half?
Second half, I mean, yeah.
All right. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. Cornish calling for the ball. Going to keep it himself. Cornish, nothing there. He cuts it to the outside. He's across midfield down to the Crossett Eagle 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play for the senior quarterback. Cornish has got to be getting up close to 70 or 80 yards on rushing.
I was about to tell you here.
All right, 2nd down and 8 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at the Crossett 48-yard line. We go back with twin receivers coming wide right. Lassiter comes back in as the H-back or the blocking back. And now Coach Embry changes the play from the sideline after they look over the defense. Crossett stays in a 4-3 defensively. Handoff Calvert straight up the middle, lowers his shoulder, carries it inside the 45 down to the Eagle 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 on 2nd down, and the Lumberjacks will look at 3rd down and 3.
Cornish just went over 100 yards.
Okay. So you got Calvert with over 100 yards rushing, your quarterback with over 100 yards rushing. Traylon Jackson's the only other, I guess, in Jakari's had a couple of carries on the night.
And Lassiter.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 3 for the Lumberjacks. Ball at the Crossett 43-yard line. Handoff again. Calvert left side of that offensive line. He gets a yard, maybe 2. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down. So he gets it just down close to the 41 and needed to get just shy of the 40 for the 1st down. Again, we saw Warren had all the success in the first half, running behind Marcus Green and Hunter White on that left side of the offensive line. That was a tough 2 yards there.
Yes.
4th and 1 for the Lumberjacks. 7:17 to play in the ball game. We're all tied at 34-34.
Where do you think it's going?
Warren's going to bring in the big guys. Maddox, Lassiter, and Wolf in the backfield. Lassiter, direct snap, straight ahead. He's got the 1st down as he carries inside the 40 down to the Lumberjack, or down to the Crossett 38-yard line. Got 3 on that one. When Warren needs a yard, send in Maddox.
He's got 25 yards rushing on the night. and we needed every one.
Probably his longest run's been 3 yards, 4 yards.
Well, he had a 12-yard to open, but since then, yeah, you're right.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks at the Crossett 38-yard line. Down to 6:40 left to play in the game. All tied at 34-34. Crossett now a 5-man front. They bring pressure. Handoff on the end around to Jakari. Jakari trying to get to the corner. Can't do it. He's going to gain a couple. He'll carry it down just shy of the 35.
Well played by the defense. Jakari just trying to keep working and making moves, and nobody was biting.
Picked up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Warren. Jakari going to come over to the sideline. Thought he was coming out of the ball game. Now he's going to stay in now. As Delfino was going in, they were going to go with a tight end set. But now they'll leave the wide receiver in. Play clock down to 8. Calvert, your lone setback. Handoff, Cedric, left side. Lowers his shoulder, gets it down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a yard gain on the play, and the Lumberjacks are going to be looking at 3rd down and long.
But what you're looking at, Crossett linebackers are cheating up now.
It's 3rd down and 7. Warren's done it all on the ground here in the second half. It's 3rd and 7, obvious passing situation. Warren, you got to think we're in 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
All tied at 34-34. Cornish stays in at quarterback. Now Traylon Jackson is your lone setback in the backfield. One to throw. Cornish looking down the field. Has Lassiter complete at the 25. Maddox to the 20 and knocked down at the 19-yard line. Maddox Lassiter with the catch and the run and the 1st down for the Lumberjacks as they'll go inside the red zone. And Warren has been perfect in the red zone tonight.
No.
Now, one time they got turned away. The penalty killed them, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's what it was. So the Lumberjacks with 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll leave Cornish in. Calvert comes back in at running back. Handoff Calvert. He's hitting the backfield. He'll fall forward for about a yard. As coming through to make the stop on him, it's going to be Dylan Cootie again. Dylan Cootie. Actually, they give him no gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
I thought that yard was generous.
It was. I was trying to give it to him, but it's right at the 19. 2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. We're down to 4:21 left to go. Warren's trying to use all the time they can on this drive as well. Crossett only has 1 timeout left. Cornish takes the snap, hands it off, right side this time to Calvert. Calvert to the 15, the 10, breaks the tackle. He takes it down to the 8-yard line before he's finally wrestled down there. Cedric Calvert moves the chains. It'll be 1st and goal to go.
When he first hit that line, I would have bet you anything it was a 2-3 yard gain.
Kept his feet moving, came out of that pile.
Came out of that pile.
1st and 10, 1st and goal make it for the Lumberjacks. We're down to 3:55 left to play in the game. We're all tied at 34-34. 1st and goal. Ball's at the 7-yard line. Again, Calvert right side at the 5. Calvert hit at the 3, and he'll go down there.
He had a big hole there, but it closed
really quick.
Wow.
The cornerback
yes,
that came up and made the stop on him, number 24, Davion Montgomery.
Montgomery made a great tackle. Felt it, stepped in the hole, and boom.
2nd down and goal from the 3 now for the Lumberjacks. Play clock's at 14. Game clock's at 3:15. Cornish will snap it with 8. I'll make that's going to be Lassiter. Lassiter takes the snap and goes in for the score. Maddox Lassiter over the left side. 3-yard run. And Warren goes up 40-34. And now Coach Embry's got to decide. Do you kick the extra point or go for 2? You know Crossett's going to go for 2. Warren is going to line up to go for 2. They'll leave Lassiter and Wolf in the backfield. Maddox takes the snap, goes left side again. Maddox is not going to get in. Not going to get in for the 2-point conversion. That'll leave the door open for the Eagles now with 3:07 to play in the ball game.
Score, get a conversion, and they win.
40-34. Warren leads it. We're back after this timeout.
Motor Company is open and here to serve you. Whether you are in the market for a new or a used vehicle, stop by and see their large selection. But you need to hurry because low prices means inventory will sell out quick. Now is the time to drive away in that vehicle you have always wanted. Ryburn Motor Company is open and sanitizing daily, and also delivery options are available. Visit the showroom or give them a call at 870-367-5353 or view the inventory online at RyburnAutomotive.com.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
40-34, Warren leads by 6. They tried a 2-point conversion to go up by 8. It was no good. We've got 3:07 to play in the ball game. Crossett with 1 timeout remaining. Jacinto will lay it on the ground. He's going to squib it down the field. It's going to be fell on down at the 36-yard line by the Eagles. And, David, they're going to be 64 yards away with 3:05 left to go and 1 timeout.
Can your defense pull it off? That's all. That is what you've got to work on right now.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 36-yard line. Warren leading 40-36. It was 21-14 at the half. Warren had the lead. Crossett pulled to within 1, made it 21-20 with the first drive of the third quarter. They finally tied the ball game at 34-34. Warren has regained the lead now at 40-34 with 3:05 left to go in the game. Empty backfield for the Eagles. They'll go 5 wide. Tyreek Jones out of the shotgun. Warren will rush 3. Jones fakes it. He's going to keep it on himself. The quarterback draw up the middle. Dakota Iman's got a hold of him at the 40. He'll gain 4, and that's all, as Dakota Iman there to make the stop for the Lumberjacks. Clock will continue to run with 2:48 left to go. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now for the Eagles.
Of course, you expect this to be your best player's drive, and unfortunately for us, that's the quarterback. This is Jones' football team, Jones' drive.
2nd down and 6 for the Eagles. They'll go with twin receivers now on either side. Pascal is in the backfield with Jones. Warren will rush 4 this time. He has time. Pumps now, looks over the middle, has a man open and overthrows his intended receiver, Jackson Moore, down at the 40. Warren played a pretty soft zone back there.
Very soft.
And over the middle of the field has been open most of the night. But the good thing for Crossett, that stops the clock with the incomplete pass with 2:15 remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now for Crossett. But they'll have time to get a play in and get everybody set, as they'll go with twin receivers on either side once again. Pascal moves over to the left side of Jones in the backfield. Jones, 1 to throw. Throws down deep down the right sideline, throws it up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Traylon Jackson got a hand in there and knocked it loose from the intended receiver.
I want to say right then, Jimmy, Warren got lucky there was no flag.
Jackson never turned around.
Jackson never turned around.
But he did get a hand in on it, on the ball.
That's all that saved him, because he was,
And Traylon Jackson is listed at 5'10". That intended receiver there was the 6'4" Massenberg.
Yeah.
So that's the reason they threw it up to him. Crossett's going to use their final timeout of the ball game with 2:08 left to go here in the fourth quarter, looking at 4th down and 6.
Remind you, Crossett's last touchdown came on 4th down.
They converted a 4th down, yeah. We're going to keep it right here and tell you that our friends at Trucks Heating and Air, proud sponsors of Lumberjack football. Hey, they're your heating and air guys in Southeast Arkansas. They go all over. They're your Rudd dealer, and Rudd's air conditioners are made in Arkansas, made in Fort Smith. They have a good warranty. They have financing available. You need to give Matt Trucks or Michael Burns a call at 820-1525 or call Michael's number at 820-0722. Just needing some repair work done, maybe a tune-up before cold weather actually gets here, maybe sometime in the next month or so. They'll give you a service tune-up and take care of you, all your heating and air needs. That's Trucks, Heating and Air. 4th down and 6 for the Eagles.
Call it your football game in many ways. You make a stop here, it's going to be hard for them to beat you.
They'll go 5 wide. Jones will go with an empty backfield. Trip receivers wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark. Jones takes the snap. Warren rushes 4. Maddox Laster's got pressure on him. They force him out of the pocket, and he'll run.
He's going to have run.
Flags come in. Back over the 45. He'll be out of bounds. No, he's not out of bounds. Across midfield, all the way down to the Lumberjack 38-yard line, goes Tyreek Jones, but bring it back. There's a flag back at the 36-yard line. And it's going to be a holding call against the Eagles. So, yep. Warren will take the penalty. They'll replay 4th down, but they'll be 10 yards further back. It'll be 4th and 16, I believe.
4th and a whole bunch.
Crossett's gathered up on the sideline over there. They don't have any timeouts remaining, but while the officials confer and mark off the penalty, the Eagles are going to be meeting over there with Sean Jackson, their head coach. It's a white hat, calls the holding call against the Eagles. It will remain 4th down. The spot of the flag is actually at the 36-yard line.
This could be,
so it's going to be
4th and 20, or awful close.
4th and 19.
Yep.
For the Eagles, they'll spot it all the way back at the 31-yard line, or excuse me, the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th and 19 for Crossett. 1:55 to go in the 4th quarter. Warren leading 40-34 and trying to hold on. Crossett is out of timeouts. They're looking at 4th and 19. Trip receivers go wide right. Pasco will line up in the backfield with Jones. Warren will show a 3-man front. They'll drop 8 back in coverage on 4th and 19. Tyreek Jones, the cornerback, calling for the ball. He gets the snap. Nope, not yet. Here we go. Now he gets the snap. Warren rushes 3. He steps up into the pocket, goes deep down the right sideline. It's caught at the 45.
Where are they going to mark him?
At the 45-yard line. He stepped out, needed to get to the 46. He's a yard shy of the first down. The receiver was Jackson Moore. He did not make the first down marker at the 46-yard line. Warren's defense is going to come up with a huge play there. I believe it was Traylon Jackson on the coverage who knocked him out of bounds, I believe. And now Warren's going to call a timeout with 1:36 to go.
Make sure they have their stuff together.
Warren leading 40-34. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks when play resumes from the Crossett 45-yard line. Oh, boy. Don't forget the scoreboard show is coming up tonight. With conference games going on all across the state tonight, everything's going to start getting important. And the scores will come from 10 to midnight from Randy Rainwater and Barry Grooms. They'll have all the scores for you right here on K-Country, just like we do every Friday night. Lumberjacks holding on right now. 40-34 with 1:35 left to play. Warren, Crossett cannot stop the clock. They are out of timeouts. Warren's going to go into a victory formation. They'll put Cedric Calvert about 10 yards off the ball in the backfield. Expect Cornish
to just kneel.
Yeah, take a snap and then take a knee as they go into a victory formation. Gets a snap. He's going to take the knee and go down back at the 49-yard line. And now clock will run with 1:27 left to go.
Warren to snap the football next with it under a minute.
27 on the game clock, 18, or 27 on the play clock, 18 on the game clock. 1:18. So Warren will run the play clock all the way down. It's 2nd down and 15 for the Lumberjacks. Cornish again in the victory formation for Warren. He'll snap the football with under a minute to go, down to 52 seconds. Takes the knee quickly. Back at the 44. And now down to 49. Has to snap it one more time.
One more time.
40-34. What a ball game. It was 21-14 at the half. Lumberjacks had a 7-point lead. This crowd didn't leave. I don't think anybody left.
Nobody had left.
They'll snap it one more time, take the knee, and that's going to do it. Play clock under 30 seconds now, or make the game clock under 30. Play clock's at 35. Players start shaking hands out there on the field. Boy, both teams left it all out on the field tonight.
Yes, they did.
It's been a well-played high school football game here this evening. Both teams had penalties that killed drives. Both teams had Warren had a turnover that killed a drive. Crossett just comes up short. 40-34. Again, our final score in this one tonight. The Lumberjacks get the win over the Crossett Eagles. Warren goes to 1-0. We'll travel next week to Star City, who won tonight 10-0 over Monticello. So, each week's going to be a battle here in the 8-4A for the Lumberjacks.
Yes.
As everybody will have a big bullseye drawn on the Lumberjacks. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you when we return in just a moment.
At Super Value Foods, save on your grocery bill with the Weekend Blow.